Yep, I get angry. I rage.
You rage? Did you say you got mad cow? Did you say mad cow? Oh, for the love of bamboo. Welcome in everybody. As you all know, we're gonna be playing because I definitely can remember codes. DDAL 08-07 Into the Dark, or more importantly for everybody here, this is a adventure that's taking place in Waterdeep, in the Undermountain area. So we got a lot of pandemonium that's going to be happening here, and a lot of secret tunnel happening potentially as well. We're going to go through and we'll do character introductions as the module starts, because it actually starts with that as well. So we're going to jump right into things. So everybody should see, and just a quick overview for everyone that is seeing the screen for the first time. Last introduction before we get started is what you're seeing in front of you here is Roll20. We're using the Roll20 application, and I have it zoomed in on the actual party itself. So each of the characters that you see are going to be reflected here. And then we're going to adjust these accordingly. And right below me here, this is actually my DM screen, my personal DM screen. So all the rolling I'm doing, you're actually going to see it in action happening here with the trusty, unnecessarily large D20. There we go. That's right. That is hilariously large. Why is it that big? No one knows, and that's okay. So with that being said, it's time for us to get started. Let me pull up and do a little introduction thing here. Okay. So our actual adventure begins today in, of all places, the Yawning Portal. For those that are not familiar with the Yawning Portal, it is a large and comfortable common room with several bars and tables of stout wood, 3 upper floors for guests. But what's predominantly known, if you've ever adventured in this area, is this. Oh, let me pretend like I know what I'm doing here and go over here. Boop. Is this giant hole in the middle of the actual tavern. This is an actual, this is a 40-foot wide well that adventurers can descend into the Undermountain to go and looking for fat loot and all sorts of bamboo-filled adventure. So our party has actually been summoned here by a very important individual. For those that are not familiar, there's an individual by the name of Arter Morland that each of you have been summoned by. Arter Morland is a masked lord, one of the key individuals that help oversee and run the actual city of Waterdeep. And Arter is specifically known, for those, especially if you spent a little bit of time in Waterdeep, specifically for keeping Waterdeep free from, let's say, individuals of a vampiric nature. And so he's not necessarily got a super reputation for it, but you have been briefed, at least to a certain degree, of this information here, and that you've been contacted because of your previous adventures and your services to Waterdeep or the areas you have come from. You seem like the right ragtag team of adventurers. So with that being said, you've all been summoned. You're all actually at a table where you're technically, the Count Chocolate here is not here yet, but he will be as soon as we start the adventure. But you've been here long enough that each of you had an opportunity to introduce yourself to each other. So if we want to do a quick round robin around the table, starting with our fine friend here, if you would like to introduce yourself to the party, this is your character introduction and the information you would share with the rest of the party. And just for people that are watching, if you don't mind also sharing what class you are playing.
All right, so you want me to start?
Yes.
All right. I am Feldoth. My character is absolutely perfect, and he would introduce himself by saying, "Friends, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sure the pleasure is all yours. Allow me to introduce myself. I am, in every way, absolutely perfect, and this truly is delightful, my familiar." As he motions with a sweeping, overly dramatic gesture to the owl sitting on the chair next to him. perfect is a white, like alabaster skinned tiefling with strange black wings that are tipped with gold. He wears very
Ooh.
fine clothing, but you can tell that it's had better days, despite how much he might try to conceal that. He, let's go. You're not supposed to like perfect. He is very punchable, but he thinks very highly of himself, and will be the first one to tell you that he is the pinnacle of, perfection, basically.
That's an interesting start here. Oh, but your class. My apologies.
Oh yes, he is an enchantment wizard and rogue arcane trickster. Level 6.
Hey. All right. We also have our friend right here. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Perfect. My name is Arthur Dent. A quick question for the table. Where are we? I was in the jungle like a day ago, and then all of a sudden I appeared here, so I'm a little lost. But we can get to that later. That's fine. So, like I said, my name is Arthur Dent. My friend here, my shoulder, is Beshi. She's a mouse. And on my back, I have Ephraim Jr. He's a flying monkey. Elliot the elephant's outside, and more of my raptor friend is at the bottom of the table looking for scraps. But we'll get to them later. As you can see, I'm in a lovely bathrobe, always prepared to take a nap, like my good friend over there, I think. And yeah, I'm really excited for this, whatever we're doing. And oh yeah, I'm a sorcerer, by the way. They say I do wild magic, whatever that is.
So you have brought several friends with you. It sounds like there, aren't there?
Oh yeah, they're my entourage. We're best friends. Oh, did I show you my chaos spawn kitten? It's like Dracula, I think. Whatever.
All right, next up. Hello.
My name is Durashi. I'm a lizard folk, hunter by trade. I'm very hungry. I'm really interested in what that little kitten tastes like. Never had space before. But I am a lizard folk hunter. No, sorry, that's not a class. I'm a fighter. Here, fresh from the mists of Barovia.
I mean, if you tell me Durashi was a hunter, I'd believe you. We'd roll with it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It can be both.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Next up, my friend.
Hi, I'm Traum. I'm just trying to find. I'm on a righteous quest. Find the best possible sleep. And Traum is a smaller halfling who is definitely, their clothing is meant more for comfort than function. Overly soft, overly fluffy. Their backpack seems to be crammed full of bedrolls more than any actual supplies.
Interesting. Okay. So you prioritized being comfortable over everything else to a degree, which I'm on board with. I like it. Oh, sorry, you were going to say. My apologies.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have our turtle friend right here.
All right, I'm going to start out of character, let you guys know a little bit about Tuan. Tuan is slow to speak, quick to wit, if he can be. He is our resident bad dad joke turtle in a half shell. Tries to take life a little bit at a it kind of happens and he's just going to go along with it kind of pace. From the jungles of Schult, and He is a moon druid with a slight taste for barbarian. So, hi, I'm Tuan. I like long walks on the beach and seashells and red meat.
Red meat?
I'm looking forward, yes, when I'm in my wolfish form. But for now, I'm very much looking forward whatever's down that amazingly large portal over there.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And last but absolutely not least, would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Sure. My name is Tamsin. I am familiar with Durashi. We both seem to come through some misty, smoky thing and wound up here. I am a celestial warlock.
Ah, so you and Durashi have come out of have experienced a mist of some sort here recently, it sounds like.
We've been around some dark stuff. Yes.
I miss my sun sword.
Aw.
Did it keep you warm? That's very true.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, good news. While all of you were going about introducing yourselves, as you kind of like are looking in, getting the needed reactions and things like that, you notice that at some point during this conversation, an additional seventh figure joins you at the table. An individual that is now sitting in the most comfortable chair that for some reason that I know absolute. I know. By the way, do you prefer absolute, perfect, or absolute perfect?
Please, just call me perfect.
Okay, I will just call you perfect. Oh, sorry, Bruce, you get a little bit of a booger butt here. There we go. So perfect. So even though, like, I'm sure you would have gone after the chair, you just for some reason felt just a little compelled against it. And you see that this individual is just, it's kind of seemed like you're not sure if he's been there either the whole time, if he's been there some of the time, or if he just arrived, but he's sitting there casually watching each of you.
So perfect would have been leaning back in his chair with his feet up on the table, taking puffs out of a small bottle that seems to emit smoke. And as soon as he notices this person, he will probably stumble a little, catch his balance, and then fall forward in the chair so that he's sitting upright.
That's fair. Well, the individual, and I apologize in advance if this I tried with this one. I might bamboozle myself, so I apologize if that's the case. But as each of you finish your introductions, he goes, yes, this does make it much easier for me. Hello and welcome, and thank you for coming. And a quick confirmation: has anybody here done any of the tier 1 adventures for Waterdeep with the characters you are playing, where you potentially have encountered Arter Moreland before or not?
I think there's a chance that Perfect has. He's done a lot of Waterdeep stuff.
Okay.
Durashi definitely hasn't, but do not apologize for art. Lay that accent down on us.
Okay. I'm trying my very best here, I swear.
I did 0804, but I don't remember much about it because it's been almost 2 years.
That's okay. You don't need to worry about what happened there. It's just if you did, you would have had an interaction with Moreland, and that would potentially impact whether or not he would recognize you or not. Does that make sense? So that's completely fine.
Arthur did not.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks
And-
like Perfect has been around Waterdeep quite a bit, but has not actually encountered Moreland before.
Okay, no worries there.
I
But if
trust
you
Tamsin.
okay, perfect, Tamsin, got that. And Traum, what about yourself, my friend?
No.
Okay.
Are you sleeping, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
What then as that happens, then he looks around and goes, well, I recognize some of you from around Waterdeep and appreciate your services. Kind of looks to Perfect, be they requested or not to some degree. And says, we gathered you all here for a small request. You see, we knew we needed not one, not two, not four, but at least six adventurers that could potentially come and help us with this small predicament here. And he takes a writ and he kind of rolls it out on the table that all of you can see. And that particular writ has in these almost like etchings of in blood to some degree. You're not sure if it actually is blood or not, but it's etched into this writ, and it says now recruiting the undertakers. And he goes, I do not know who these individuals are, but it seems that what I guess how you say ragtag team of vampires. And he kind of just, you see him like he gives this ominous like quick look around, like the word just kind of like makes his spine run cold. Have set up shop somewhere in the dungeons of the Undermountains. And that is a problem for many reasons. Number one, because vampires are not allowed here. And he does the look around again. And two, I was going to be moving there next month, and they have moved in and take over my new lair. He looks around again. So here's what I need you to do. I need you I need you to go down to the area that this new lair is being set up. I need you to do some bopping, and then I need you to leave because that's my new house. Do
I'm
this.
already standing.
You're already standing? Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
already. I am up. I'm ready to go.
I'm
he-
I'm going to glance over at Durashi and kind of give her a vampires again look.
y'all came
Like,
from Barovia. I just realized.
really?
Oh no.
More of this?
You
Um,
said vampire, and Durashi is up. He can't read, but he's like, whatever
Yeah.
you say, I'm going.
Yeah, I have a very actually if there is any way okay, you as the DM are
Uh-huh.
playing the count,
Yes.
but is it evident that the the character is a vampire?
Oh no. Give me an insight check. And
Okay.
I
if
can
anybody
smell it.
yeah, if anybody want
I'm a bristle.
yeah, if anybody wants to give me an insight check, that's fine to see if you can tell something's off about the count here. Durashi and Tamsin, you both have advantage on this because you
Oh.
would have had strong experience in this department.
I rolled bad both times, but other people have rolled better. So
Excellent.
Tuan is distracted by overtly doing the same thing that the vampire's doing, and like really, like just looking around and obviously looking out for whatever the vampire is, to the point where patrons may notice.
Quick question:
Yes.
Are we in a tavern?
Yeah, you are in the yawning portal currently.
Why do I not have a drink? I'm gonna go to the bartender and ask for a drink immediately.
Here you go. Here you go. You see the count. You see Moreland go. Please do not leave until business is adjourned. You'll be
Oh,
going to
okay.
the bartender next, my friend. I apologize for the delay. Ah.
Uh, Perfect being a citizen of Waterdeep and a courtier. Would he be familiar with Moreland's position in the city? He also had a 19 on his insight check. Or sorry, 20.
I would say you are familiar with Moreland in his position, but not his particular occupation, since it's not something that I don't think he actively promoted. At least in the context of how this was uncovered. So, if do you have any like historian background style experience, anything like that?
No, just experience in Waterdeep and Underground.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll
I'd
also
say.
mention,
Oh, go ahead.
Perfect owes a great deal, like basically a fortune, to Mert, the moneylender, who is a peer
Okay.
of this
Then
gentleman.
no. Then I'd say you'd have some familiarity. So, and the 19 would confirm it as well. So you are good to go there. So okay, looking at this, Arthur. Yep. No, I understand about the bar thing. Yeah, perfect.
Do we-
Definite. Oh, I'm sorry,
Do we
Vitya. Go
want
ahead.
to say our roles because so the chat
That
knows
that
what
would
we roll?
that's a good idea because I realize folks won't actually see the pluses. So yes, Tamsin, what did you get?
I am distracted by the people at the table and learning
Uh-huh.
new people. So I got an 8 and a 10, which are not great.
That's good. Hey, not bad. That's not the worst. Could always be worse. Tuan, what did you get?
Tuan did not roll because he is overtly looking around to help this vampire, this Marlin out.
Now, are you doing the turtleneck thing where you're like
Yeah,
just
like,
like
it's
all
totally
the way
extended.
around? Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
even every once in a while you'll see Tuan slowly go into his shell and then his head pops out the other end
Wait.
and looks out from the floor and then he's just it's total chaos right now with him right now.
Turtle anatomy is very different than I
Yeah.
thought it was.
It's D&D. Magic happens.
Magic magic turtlenecks. Traum, what did you get, my friend?
I'm sleeping.
Okay. Sorry. My apologies. Durashi, how did you do?
I got a 24. I
Oh,
can smell it on
you are ready. Holy bamboo. Arthur, what about yourself?
Well, speaking of worse, I rolled a 5 and got a 4.
There we go. See, you're going to the bar. Got it. and perfect. You said, what did you get, a 19 or a 20?
My total is 20.
You got a 20.
As I say, Lord Moreland.
Yes.
We would of course be delighted to serve you, especially if you could put in a word with your old friend Mert for me. You think?
Mert the money lender. He is the lender of money and also debt. I know this one. Do this task and I can put in a good word for each of you. Absolutely. But yeah, if anybody here has at least a 10, you are immediately picking up the vibes that Arter is in some degree either infected or has some form of vampirism about him. Now, it is important to note you do not sense any hostility, which I definitely understand, especially coming from a place like Barovia. That might not be initial like instinctive reaction, but there's nothing hostile about the Count. But you definitely can tell that there's something about him. If you got at least an 18, you are certain you are looking at not just a vampire, but a vampire lord. You are looking at like a top dog vampire.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a fighter ability. That's not going to initiate combat. I hope it's not
Okay.
going to initiate combat because I don't want to fight this guy. Instead, I'm going to look at his teeth and sort of judge his teeth versus my teeth to see which one of us is stronger, as is the lizard folk way. Um,
I love everything about this.
Same.
and I'm going to use, what is it called? Know your enemy. If I spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, I can learn information about its capabilities compared to my own. Strength score, dex score, con score, armor class, current HP, total class levels, if any, and fighter class levels, if any. You can send me that information
I will.
privately.
Let me send that to you momentarily. I need to see if I think there is, but I'm just double checking. Yeah, so we're gonna use this at least for the sake of today's adventure. I know there's a modified stat block somewhere, but we'll just use a standard one for now, just to make it easier for us. So I'll send that to you right now. But you easily, like, he does not like he notices you staring at him intently, but he does not seem to like have any form of concern about it.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna ask, why would we remove these people for you, or these creatures? Durashi would say creatures.
Yes. Well, you see a couple things. Number one, Waterdeep is what you say, a vampire free environment. We don't want nests
I
and
narrow my eyes when he says vampire free.
we don't need these what you say infestations coming around here and causing what's the word I saw a fella use the other day? Pandemonium. That's the one. Yes, yes. We don't need any of that nonsense. And two, let's say that there are certain individuals that may have a vampiric tone to them that have been confirmed by the wonderful city of Waterdeep, and those individuals may have specific locations that they would or would not want to move into, and other vampires moving in on that turf makes it a bad thing. So you understand. So vampire bad, we want to definitely bop them out before that becomes a problem.
I am very closely watching Durashi, and once I see if he is into this, I'm sorry, out of character.
Durashi
they?
uses he.
Okay. If he is into this, I'm going to slump my shoulders and join in.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like you have your chumps.
He goes, does anybody have any questions or need to know stuff?
Yes. What direction should we go?
Oh no, that's that besides where to go. Sorry, I was not specific. I apologize.
That's all right.
You said the Slayer is being built?
So there is a place in the Undermountain, in the dungeons, that is the perfect spot for a vampire lair. I mean, it has all the fixings, and it was wonderful. It has been scouted for reasons, and and the individuals that were going to be moving there were good to go. Unfortunately, this group of the Undertakers appear to have either recruited or attempted to recruit vampires to go and try to take it for themselves. So it's in the Undermountain, which is good because not many adventurers are going to see that area. However, it's in a secret part of the Undermountain that only one individual knows how to get to. So somehow the Undertakers were able to figure out where that was, which is bad.
Have the cushions and everything already been delivered?
Had to what?
To the lair as it was being built. Have you already had like the pillows and the cushions and the blankets all been delivered?
Oh, I heard that the lair always had all the amenities already set up because a previous vampire lord was apparently sitting there and
I'm in.
he
No, you
fell
can stop.
down.
I'm in. You can
Oh,
stop. I'm
okay.
in.
Oh, okay. Well, good deal. Oh, that's so great.
Perfect would like to use his invisible mage hand to sleight of hand a drink off of a passing server's platter.
Okay, give.
And very obviously drink it in front of Arthur Dent.
Well, that's an easy trick. Could you get a second one, Mr. Perfect?
Nope.
That's unfortunate. All right, where do I sign?
Holy bamboo. Yeah, okay, well, perfect. Well, if there are no other questions, all that you need to do is go and talk to my dear friend at the bar. Go to the bar, which if anybody here has been to the Yawning Portal before, you know that Durnan is the barkeep slash owner of the Yawning Portal. He says, go to Durnan and tell him that you are sent by Moreland to do the task going into Undermountain. He will know exactly what you are talking about. You return with confirmation that the the vampires have been taken care of. I will reward you appropriately. However, I think Durnan might have something for y'all to do. You can take care of that in between, but just don't talk to me till you know that the Undertakers have been taken care of. If you understand.
Wait,
Perfectly.
should we talk to you to let you know that we understand to not talk to you until we're done? Or should I just stop talking?
He disappears.
The latter, I got it.
Let me just go to here. Let me make sure I did this right. Boop.
You
There we go.
guys know he's a vampire, right?
He's
Of
a what?
course.
Durashi, I was wondering, but I was a little confused by all the new faces, and I couldn't quite tell. I'm glad that you were able to tell.
His teeth are a little bit longer than mine.
Oh,
Does
goodness.
that mean it's okay if I steal his pillows?
Yes.
I'm stealing his pillows.
You have the initial that vibe that anybody that approached the chair previously that like kind of steered you away, that's gone completely. So you have absolutely no problem stealing the pillow.
No. I'm going into this man's house now.
Well, I see. My apologies. I thought you meant that particular pillow. Okay, so you have been just to recap here. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a question?
I was just going to say to Durashi, yes, he may be a vampire, but he's also one of the leaders of Waterdeep. So don't get on his bad side.
Who's
Which
Mer-
side is that?
Pretty much any side that he doesn't want you to be on.
Oh, okay.
If you
His
have any
left side,
questions, just
got
look
it.
and see where I'm standing and stand behind me.
Oh.
There's a lot of shade back there, so that sounds like a good plan.
There it is. Okay. So in just to recap here, so you've been tasked by Arthur Moreland to go into a secret portion or a secret way into the Undermountain, specifically into the dungeon area. Normally you would have to traverse the giant well in the center of the Yawning Portal, but actually working with Durnan, there apparently is another way you can go in. So you're now the goal is that you all want to head to speak to Durnan to figure out where you need to go. Is everybody wanting to go and talk to Durnan, or is anybody going to stay and hang out here in lieu of talking to the barkeep? You're able to do either. If you just want to move your tokens right up here, this is where you're going to be moving to.
Let's talk to the master of the keg.
Perfect will stand, his cloak billowing behind him as he walks through the room, probably getting it in people's faces.
Do you have a cloak of billowing?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Is it even a question?
I have circles on the map. Does everybody see the circles? How do I make the circles go away?
Uh-oh.
I don't see circles.
Okay, then it's just me. Never mind.
I'm gonna try and catch Perfect's bird.
It has flyby.
I'm,
And
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. Well said, and
I forgot to mention that I also have an owl, but they're not currently bamfed out.
okay, no
also,
worries.
I know your owl.
as
Yeah, you would
perfect
know yeah.
as perfect has requested, I'm standing behind him, and I'm using his cloak of billowing as it billows to polish my shell.
He will continue to have it billow at you.
A little to the left, please. Right there. Thank you.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. So you all so you all make it to the actual bar itself, and when you get there you see an individual at the bar just kind of sitting there and wiping the standard bartender cleaning the mug. Doesn't turn his eyes up at you and looks at gonna be going. Oh, that's wait, I counted for the bird. Sorry, hang on. Bruce, I can't see, buddy. Sorry. Okay, perfect. Going to look at Tamsin and goes or what, doesn't really look at you but kind of like nods in your direction and goes can I help you?
Yes, I would love a drink.
He does not
No, we're
acknowledge
set to
you.
do some other task, but the drink first.
A drink for my friend, please.
You got it.
We were requested to speak with you on behalf of Lord Moreland regarding a task. Do you have any information regarding this task and the Undertakers?
A glass just out of nowhere just kind of appears in front of you, Arthur. And while that's happening,
Thanks, good man.
he stops and he stops rubbing the mug and looks up and looks at you and then kind of like actually gets a visual awareness of the party. And Durashi, just a confirmation, are you staying back or did you come with the party as well?
I did not come with the party.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So looks at the five individuals that are here, and you see he kind of just like does that. Oh, like whatever what he perceived versus what actually is there is not what he was expecting. He looks at Arthur. Perfect. The back of Tuan, Tamsin, and then Traum, and goes, yeah, I did ask for a set of adventurers. Are you here about the Undermountain thing?
Yes,
Of course.
Okay.
probably.
Well, I'm pretty pleased that y'all don't mind working with Lycan. That's pretty nice. So I appreciate y'all being willing to
Wait,
take up the
whoa,
task.
Whoa.
What?
Lycan?
Yes.
I thought we were seeking a entrance other than the portal.
Right. Yeah. No.
Lycan?
Oh, yeah. No, I know a secret tunnel. And when he says that in the far distance of the tavern, you just hear someone go, "Secret tunnel." You have no idea if it was related to what he was saying or not. You just hear it from out of nowhere. And he goes, "Oh, go ahead."
When I hear the word lichen, I jump out of the room going, "Werewolf, where?"
There, there.
There, wolf. Oh no.
I'm not a wolf yet.
So you see him turn to like answer Durashi, and then when Tuan goes, I'm not a wolf yet, he kind of like he does the meme where like the fingers up, but then they don't say anything. He kind of does that. looks back to Tuan, and while looking at Tuan but addressing Durashi, goes, not the owl kind, the fungus kind.
How
I-
disappointing.
I very sadly put my axe down.
The
Uh,
cloak of billing has hit the scale of paralysis. Tuan is on the ground and like a dog trying to scratch the part that is being tickled by the pillow by the thing with his foot, as if he has a
Lord.
scratch.
Oh, I see. Like oh, okay. So he looks down at him and he's like, uh, uh, mm, and he goes,
Perfect.
so yeah,
Perfect.
oh,
Just very, very obviously ignoring what's happening behind him.
that's fair. That's fair. He goes, but he goes, yeah, no, so the deal that was part of the deal. You were, I'm gonna tell you where the secret entrance is, and y'all are gonna go and retrieve the blue lichen for me. It's the only place it grows, and I don't have time to go and get it.
That makes sense.
Hmm. I see. I put down my stolen glass on the countertop and say, another, please. Put it on my tab.
Absolutely. What's your name?
Perfect.
What?
You heard me.
So, hang on, he's gonna do a check here.
Just
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Perfect. I will. I don't have a tab for you. Do you want me to start one?
please, my father was Mr. Perfect. I'm just perfect. If you want, you can put it on Mert's tab.
You see an eyebrow raise. He goes, "Okay," and so and then he gives you another drink. So, and then in the distance, you just hear Mert will remember this somewhere. But yeah, so he goes, so yeah, let's see, which of you can be trusted with a map?
Me, absolutely.
I can also read maps.
Yeah, you should
So
probably give it to them.
so he looks to Arthur, back to Durashi, to the rest of the party, and he kind of like he leans down and he scratches something on a napkin and he puts it between Arthur and Durashi and goes, just follow those instructions there. And I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough to all of you. And he looks over to Traum and says, oh, well, there goes my DM screen. Sorry. Whoops. We done goofed. There we go. Everything's fine. I cannot stress this enough. If you see a furbog, do not talk to him. Do not address him. Do not engage him. You do not want to talk to this furbog. Keep walking. I cannot stress that enough to all of you. Just keep moving.
Question.
Yes.
What if we see two furballs? Which one can we talk to?
I
If
would
they
like the insight check.
please go right ahead. If only talk to the one that doesn't have blue teeth. If they both have blue teeth, ignore both of them. What did you get, Tamsin?
I got a 17, so a 12 plus 5.
You so the vibe you are getting is it's like it doesn't feel like it's a danger sense, like there's a reason, like you think that there's not danger in his voice, but it's more like what's a good way? Like think
They
about
don't
there's
like the guy?
sort of like somebody that like if you're getting pre-warned about somebody that may like somebody's warning you about somebody that's going to sell you a pyramid scheme, like
Okay.
that kind of vibe. It's like, okay, yeah, so watch out, there's something shady afoot. Like that's the vibe you get from this, not necessarily like there's danger afoot, if that makes sense.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they
The way
think
you feel
that
about
he's
perfect is probably the
untrustworthy.
way that he
Yes.
feels about
That's
this
a good way. Yes, that's
Yes.
a really good way to put it.
Just skeptical of everything they say. Got it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pick up the map and I'm gonna say, uh, Furbog. Is that where the werewolves live in the swamp?
No, that's it's like a giant hairy baby.
Okay. You
How
lost
is that?
me.
How is that different from a regular werewolf?
Oh no, he's not a werewolf.
But aren't werewolves just giant hairy babies?
They might be. Oh, he might be a werewolf. I thought he was just a furbog. Uh-oh.
No, so
Don't-
no
just
fur
don't-
bogs and no
Furbolg is
werewolves.
person.
Got it.
just make sure, just if he approaches you, or if you see him, more than likely he won't approach you. You'd have to approach him first. Just do not engage. I am saving you a ton of time, my friends.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll say. So what is it you want with this lichen stuff anyway?
It's wonderful. This fella came by the other day and said this word, brotastic. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. It's wonderful. So what it is it's a special concoction that if you brew it with the right kind of ale and you drink it, it's like a party favor. It turns your mouth blue, like glowing blue. It's like,
Ooh.
yeah, exactly. It's like, so whenever you smile, you get like this 5 foot of blue aura around you. It's amazing. I've been told that if you drink too much of it, it turns your skeleton blue. But I think that's just a rumor. But I definitely, just for a couple, at least for a day, it turns your mouth blue. It's wonderful.
Interesting.
We are being sent to Chernobyl, people, like out of character. So yeah,
It's
Perfect
probably
will take
fine.
Perfect will take another hit from his smoking bottle and blow the smoke towards Arthur Dent.
I will try and catch it.
It has a very strong scent, but there
Oh.
is nothing tangible to catch.
Are they rings of smoke?
No, it's just a cloud.
Oh, dang.
Durnan looks at each of you and goes, do any of you have any questions or anything else I can help with before you go and take care of business? Oh, and just here's the thing. The lichen has to be fermented within 24 hours after it's picked, or it disintegrates. So make sure as soon as you find it, you come back here immediately.
Got
How
it.
much of this stuff do you want us to bring you?
As much as you can find.
I see.
All the lichen.
Got it. Quick question. How long do you think this will take?
Hopefully less than 24 hours from the point you find it.
Okay. Could you watch Elliot the elephant? I don't think they'd like to be down there for that long. So
Yeah, just put it in the elephant room. It's fine.
got it. Thank you.
So many of you adventurers come in here with raptors and elephants and magic flying elephants now. I don't know what the man, but somebody brought in someone named Lulu the other day. It's ridiculous.
I would like to see this room.
Sure, it's just in the back there. Dude, and there's a magical broom that like just kind of like walks up and like kind of like waves in front of Arthur and Durashi. Do y'all follow the broom with your elephant?
100%.
Arthur.
I would like to see the elephant in the room.
If anybody that chooses to follow, you get taken to a back room that opens up, and it's like, think of like an overnight hotel for animals, but it's specifically just elephants of various sizes. Like there's a full-grown elephant in the room that's wearing a tiny top hat. There are baby elephants. There are pygmy elephants. There are human-sized elephants. Like there is just every size of elephant you can think of. And right in the dead center of the room, there's one particular elephant that has little wings. That's just running around going doot doot, and that's what you see in this room.
Durashi
Okay,
is
Elliot.
salivating.
Play nice with the other kids. I'll be back in 24 hours or more.
There's my whole tribe in this room.
you, you see, you see. Actually, hang on. Give me a D20 roll, Durashi and Traum. Tell me highs or lows.
Lows.
Okay. Durashi, you see one of the elephants locks eyes with you, and you notice that the elephant has like claw marks over its face, like right across the front of its face. And you recognize that those claw marks are very similar to potentially your own. And the eyes lock with you, and they give you that like that squinted like looking at you, and it takes its nose and points at itself and then back to you.
My hand is on my axe. We're in like the good, the bad, the ugly standoff.
Yeah, exactly.
The
so-
tumbleweed rolls by. No one knows where it comes from.
exactly. And you see the elephant like he kind of leans up a little bit, and you see he's wearing a necklace, and in the necklace is of a little claw. And he just kind of gives you the like the head up thing, and then goes back to eating.
He looked away first. That
Yeah, he
means I
did.
win. And then I walked out of the room.
I love that. I love it. Okay. All right. So with that being said, you now have your information from Durnan. The quest you have accepted, in the particular, the goal of this module is you are to head to the secret passage you've been instructed by. You're going to be delving into this secret passage, and you are specifically looking for this blue lichen that was mentioned. You have an overarching goal of trying to find the Undertakers, but the goal for, at least right now, the immediate goal is finding this lichen and returning it back to Durnan. So with that, we get to, transition to our next scene. And I new map, if I can find it. And everybody that is currently watching, I hope you are having an absolutely panderific time. I want to take a moment to thank everybody that is playing with us today. Y'all are doing an absolutely wonderful job. Let me find us. That's a picture of Harold. We don't need Harold here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to quickly. Oh, we don't need that. Let's close that. I'm going to hide this area. Oh, I did it again. The reveal thing is not wanting to work. Give me just a sec here. There it is. Hide this. Just because technically that's not going to be open just yet. Okay. Let me go ahead and move y'all over here. I'll get the characters imported over here as well. So let me grab y'all. And I'm going to bring the party to our new area right over here. Yes. Don't worry so much about the party order. We will deal with that momentarily. I'll just keep everybody in the order you are, because there's a little bit of theater of the mind that we're going to be doing right in this first section here. Okay, let me grab y'all and boop. Okay, so y'all should now see a very small portion here, but there's this is basically what happens is you leave the yawning portal and following the trail. It's like you're kind of, imagine there's like a clear-cut path about going down a mountain. You are kind of going on the side of it. So there's like an off-beaten path that you found that's kind of like overlooking a mountainous area. And as you are walking along this path, I'd say after maybe 2-3 hours of travel, you notice that there is a hut that is constructed of garbage. And what I mean by garbage, it's like waste from, it must have been like the tavern. There's it has a very, very dank smell to it. It's or musty, probably is better said. there's broken wood, there's broken tables, but it's made like this just mound of just oddity. But somehow it's definitely a solid structure, appears to be. And standing perfectly still, unmoving, staring off into the distance is a furbog. And this furbog is wearing what looks like a broken mug as a hat, is wearing what looks like an old poster that was promoting the yawning portal, but made it into like a almost like a makeshift dress of some sort. And is wearing what looks like two broken bar stools tied together with cloth as flip-flops. And he's just staring off into the distance. As you are approaching, he doesn't seem to, like, you get close enough that you like it there's no way he isn't aware of your presence. He does not react to you being there. What do you all do?
Hello. How you doing?
We had like one job.
What?
Like one.
We have 3 jobs actually.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but like, one of them was don't talk to the furball.
Wait, they said the furbog with the blue teeth, right? He doesn't have blue teeth. I think.
As he looks
Can you open
at
your
you,
mouth, please?
as he turns to look in y'all's direction, you see him grin really wide, and all you see is, like, at first it's kind of like, when you accidentally stare at somebody turning their flashlight on their phone, and you're like that, you kind of get that initial reaction as you see this glowing aura of blue coming from his mouth. And he goes, "Hey man, what's up? Happy September Day."
The sky?
What? Whoa. How y'all doing? Welcome.
I'm doing great.
Welcome to my humble abode. How may I help you?
Well, I'm not supposed to talk to you, so I guess there's not much we can do here. But you
What,
have
no-
a great day. I'm
Wait,
just
wait.
not walking forward.
Does anybody stop and address the furbog, or does everybody else keep going? He's like, "Come back, man. We need to chat. There's danger afoot, man."
Perfect walks over to him.
Sorry,
seeing his-
1 second. We can't. Perfect. Is anybody else approaching the furbog besides Perfect?
Can I peek into his hut?
Yeah, he doesn't. He wouldn't stop you. You're welcome to go in there if you want to.
I'm gonna go in his hut.
Okay, so you head inside. You head inside his house. Okay. Anybody else do anything with the furbog or his home?
I'm just sort of standing in the middle of the path looking back and forth. Like, guys, I think we're supposed to stick together. Guys,
I turn back. Are you guys coming?
Tamsin?
I think I will not engage with the furbog,
Okay.
but stand off and listen to the conversation.
Gotcha. Are you going to be staying with Durashi?
Yeah, close
Okay.
by.
Okay. Tuan, what about yourself?
Tuan. We'll keep going forward.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to keep moving down the path?
Tuan's not sure of the perception he's giving by following Arthur. So he's not really following Arthur, but he's definitely in the direction that Arthur is going.
Gotcha. Okay. Nope. That works. Okay. So here's how things unfold. We'll take care of Traum first. Traum, so you walk in and let me ask, what is Traum's like how does Traum handle extremely potent smells? Like in terms of like extremely potent odors. Can Traum handle those well, or is Traum very sensitive to smells?
Can handle him. His face gets all scrunchy, but I mean, that's about it.
Okay. No, it just because just I want to make sure that wasn't the case because when you in here, like it definitely there's a potent odor, but it's nothing in comparison to outside. It's actually super pleasant, but there's an undertone of like, oh, I'm not very comfortable. But you look inside and you see literally it looks like somebody has taken it almost you can see the ages of the yawning portal. Like you see old different types of wood, you see various types of like branding that more than likely the yawning portal used at some point. You see what for some reason you see like different additions that are laid out in some places. Not really sure what that's about, but you just see various different pieces that look like you are looking at the history unfold in this place, and they've just been makeshift into like you see a table, you see a what looks like a stove of some sort, you see all the different things that make up a home, but they're all literally just compacted trash. And so nothing here functions, it just has the appearance of a home. And with that being said, you see what looks like a bed that is made up of look like just old cloths, sewed together tunics, various things. But you do see what looks like a bed with a blanket and a cushion on it that's been made of just again just recycled pieces and things that have been thrown away through the ages.
I
Does it
try
look
it out. I don't
okay?
care if it does look good. I try it out, and I need to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how comfortable it is.
Roll a d10.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yep. Let's see how comfy this actually is.
Oh, it's only a 4.
So it's manageable. So it's like it's a step above like college dorm like pad, but a step below like a super like a bed spring mattress.
Anything below a 7 is unacceptable.
Okay. So not super comfy.
I leave and go to catch up with Tuan.
Okay.
My
You know
interfere is dead.
that's fair. You notice that even you coming in and out, it's like you think that he was aware of your presence, but he never acknowledged you. And while that's going on, so while that happens, perfect. So you approach the furbog. What do you do?
I do several things in fairly quick succession.
Okay.
As I approach, I start to raise my arm, seem to think better of it, and cast Prestidigitation on him to clean him off. Then I continue to raise my arm, and as I get within 5 feet of him, he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so prestidigitation, then the wisdom saving throw, just to confirm the order. Oh, okay. So a couple things happen. One, and anybody that is close enough, and I'd say that if it matters to you, Traum, you notice this as well as you pass by him, but if you have no interest, that's fine. Just know you are aware of it. That when you prestidigitate, something happens. One, you do see you see like a lot of the like there were like grease stains and he definitely like he was in need of a shower, and so that part's taken care of. However, when you do this, you notice something very poignant about this individual. One, his teeth are shining through golden blue. Prestidigitation does nothing for that. They are still glowing blue, and you notice that there are blue fungus that are kind of like it you can't tell if they're growing out of him or they're just embedded all in his hair, but they do not go away.
Got it. That
He
makes
goes,
me
"Whoa."
hesitate again for a second, but
It's fine. And he goes
yeah.
like, "Whoa, man," before the wisdom save.
I'm giving him a dazzling smile of my own as I use my hypnotic gaze on him.
What's the DC?
14.
Hey, he got a 7.
Okay. He is charmed by me, His speed drops to 0. He is incapacitated and visibly dazed. And I can maintain this on him as long as I'm within 5 feet of him.
I will make the argument for that piece is you see no difference because he already looked very dazed.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Perfect does this to literally everyone he encounters.
Gotcha.
So as I do that, I will sort of like put my arm on his shoulder, but very carefully away from the lichen or fungus or whatever.
Okay.
I just say, "Friend, it's so nice to meet you. I am perfect."
You sure
you
are,
see-
man.
You know, it's great to meet someone as observant as you. What are you doing here?
Listening
To what? Besides me?
to them. Do you not hear them? Man, they're everywhere. Do you not hear them?
No, perhaps you can tell me what they say.
I'm blue. Dabba dee, dabba da.
Ah,
Get
well, yes,
out.
you are very blue.
It's magical.
And does this have something to do with this this blue fungus that Durnan is so interested in?
What fungus? They also say avenge the dwarves, but I don't know what that means.
Perhaps a good thing. Is this like do you hear voices telling you to burn things or, commit arson?
Sometimes. But
I see.
but then they start chanting the blue again and everything's fine.
Got it.
Yes.
So what's your name, friend?
I abandoned my name long ago, but I think it was Harold.
I'll just call you Blue.
I'm fine with
How about
that. Last name Dabadi.
I suppose. But I'm not
Excellent.
going to remember that.
I won't either. It's fine. I
can
don't even
tell.
know who you are.
I'm perfect, as you can plainly see.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Let's see. Do you happen to know of a cave around here? We're looking for it.
The Blue Cave?
Most likely, yes.
That way. And he points in a direction that Durashi and Arthur could both confirm is the way that you are headed.
Good. Anything inside that cave besides blue?
Magic.
Blue magic?
No. Well, it sounds magic, but it's magic that goes wee woo, Ricky, wee woo. It's cool, man.
I'm sure. Well,
It's machine magic.
oh, interesting. Some sort of dwarven device, perhaps?
Who?
those
Hey, how's it?
one-
He goes, "Hey, how's it going? Do you got any blue stuff on you?" He holds his hand out.
I will take my arm from around his shoulders as I drop the charm effect and press to digitate a a blue apple and toss it to him.
He
and walk away.
panics. He panics as it almost like he forgot that he even asked you about the blue, and he panics. But then he just sits there and stares at the blue apple.
It lasts for 6 seconds and then disappears. Perfect tries to get as far away as possible in that period of time.
He does not move from the position that he was in, staring at where the apple was.
Perfect is fine with us. He also blows a puff of smoke to conceal his passage.
He does not seem to notice. Okay. Anything else while this is going on? Durashi, Tamsin, you were observing this happen. You saw Traum go in and then go out of the of the home looking I assume Traum a little dissatisfied, but that's okay. But definitely
Very
not.
dissatisfied.
Yeah.
4.
Would y'all like to do anything before y'all continue on your way?
Is there was I close enough to overhear the conversation?
Absolutely. You and Durashi were both, yes.
Okay.
Tuan and Arthur were not, but you two were.
And was I close enough to observe that he seems to have some of this lichen on his person?
Absolutely. I would say so.
Okay. Can I check and see if any of it has fallen off around him?
I'll do you one better. I'll make this easy. What's your passive perception?
15. Oh,
Okay.
shoot, I didn't put it on the thing, but it's 15.
Oh, you're completely fine. Durashi, what is yours?
Also 15.
Excellent.
But
Both
I will let you know that I am rubbing the scales on my back against the wall, trying to get at an itch that I can't reach. Like, I
you do
can
not
reach the
notice in
nail, but I
Durashi.
can't.
You do not notice this in Durashi, unfortunately. But I will say, give me. How do we want to do this? Give me an insight check, Durashi, real quick.
Absolutely.
For no particular reason.
Oh,
A total of an 8.
Okay. You just for some reason you're blown away where you're going, like trying to get like that perfect like area to scratch, right? It feels almost like somebody actually scratching your back for at various points. Like it's that good. It's or your scales, better said. It's that good at times.
Solid. I should come here. I turn to Tamsin and I say, I should come here the next time I shed.
ooh. It's been a while, actually.
And Tamsin, you notice that one of like all of the blue that that's around his head, one of those mushrooms fall off and hit the ground. Because you notice all of them actually kind of like a little decayed. One of them hits the ground and disappears. Like it doesn't disappear, but it evaporates. So like there's no trace that it was ever there. So there's sign that they're coming off of him, but they are not there. Once it seems like they evaporate, there's no trace of them. So it's a little bamboozling, but it does tie in to what Durnan told you, which is you have
They only last for a short window.
about 24 hours before they get bamboozled. That's right.
Okay.
Perfect prestidigitates himself clean several times as he walks away from this guy.
It's like panic mode, like I touched something filthy. Ew. I would like to. I don't think I've ever encountered anything like this before. I mean, I've mostly spent my time in Barovia. Um, so can I check and see if this is a naturally occurring substance, or if it's like, I mean, is this just a fungus that grows in a particular place, or is
Um.
it
Hmm.
is it something that doesn't seem normal to me?
Give me a nature check. That's probably the best way to address this.
Okay.
Just to see if you might catch anything.
But I have. Oh, well, that's a good roll. 19.
So just kind of thinking about your general knowledge of how fungus work and lichen in particular, you cannot recall any type of fungus that does this to people. Like this is something completely foreign to you.
Okay.
It has remnants of other lichen like you've encountered or you've read about or even you've heard about, but the effect that it's causing and seeing what's happened to Harold. It just there's you cannot connect the dots. It's almost like it's kind of like imagine you find a variant of something you're familiar with and you don't know what is causing that variant. So you have an idea of what this is, but not what's causing the particular variant to take place.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Durashi. I don't think this blue stuff is really normal. It's probably obvious, but I'm a little concerned about it. Also, are you sure we're not still in Barovia? This seems very similar. Maybe we just got transported to a different location. Are we out? Do you
I'm
think?
pretty sure we're out because there was sunlight coming through the windows.
That's true. That's true. Yes. You can sun in the actual sun. Got it. That's good
Very
because you
nice.
lost your sun. Yep. Real good.
I miss my sun sword.
I understand. At least it's sunshiny outside. All right. Thank you.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Off the party goes. Now here's an important point. Starting from right here, right in here. This is the front of the party right there. You finally make it to the point that it mentions about a particular where the entrance is supposed to be. I need an order of the party, but it needs to be one. It's a you're going to be entering an area that's a 5x5, so it's going to be one in front of the other. So whoever wants to be in the front needs to be at the bottom here, and whoever's in the back is there.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. But just in case, could you hold Beshi for me, please?
Beshi.
The mouse?
Delightful would be, let's say, delighted to hold your mouse for you.
I mean, if it's okay with Beshi. I look at Beshi. Does she give me an affirmative? She is aware. Just so you know, all the creatures I have are aware.
Are they awakened?
Yes. I met a druid. They were very friendly.
I think that's kind of up to you whether or not
Yeah.
she gets an affirmative. That's your
Yeah, I'd leave that up to you to make that determination.
Nah, she'll jump on Mora's back and ride the saddle. And just trail behind.
Oh. Okay. All right, we're doing it.
Owls could look disappointed. Delightful.
I also look disappointed.
I was gonna say, Durashi, how are you doing?
Well,
no.
The raptor will like pace next to you, Durashi, if you like, Mora.
I feel like me and Mora have like an understanding.
Yeah.
One lizard to another.
Kind of look at each other and just give that nod of confirmation. Like, yeah, yeah.
You've already measured teeth and you feel superior, so you're okay with them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Power distance is set. Oh goodness. Okay. Perfect. All right.
If
So
if Arthur
Yes.
is choosing to lead, I will be in the back.
okay.
Lead is a strong term, but I will be in the front.
So I've got Arthur in the front. Who is gonna be second? Who wants to be behind Arthur?
Did you say there's a raptor here?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of raptor?
It's a little one. Her name's Mora.
Is it a real raptor? As in, is a beast, and I can probably study it?
I think so. It's a tiny one, though.
Is it a? What are
I
those
got
things
it from
called?
the race. I was a dinosaur race, and we won.
I know what
And
you're
it is
talking
a
about.
Velociraptor.
That is a Velociraptor. Yeah. So,
I
Tuan,
know,
if
okay,
you hadn't seen it before, you have now seen a Velociraptor.
Hmm.
Do you want
Alright.
to fill out our tokens in the squares since this is a different scale map?
Oh yeah, yeah. These are the actual. They're 5x5 squares, so everybody can fit into them. So we'll put you right there. Who was second? Sorry, I don't know if we got that confirmation yet or not.
I walk behind Perfect.
And then Perfect will be second.
Okay, Tamsin, would you like to be behind Tuan?
Yes, please.
Traum, are you okay being behind Tamsin?
Sure.
Go. Put y'all there. There we go. And there we go.
Delightful
Perfect.
saying, kind of near the raptor, but in the air.
That's fair. Okay, so as you get here, and this is where we get a little bit of lore dump, everybody. This is Panarific. I love the description of this place. So you make it to the area that says you found the entrance. However, it's important to note at the entrance of the area, you notice that there are several runes that are carved into the side. So like it's you see what looks like a very small entrance into the mine, but it's definitely coated by a moss. So it's like to be at appearance like you wouldn't notice it at first, but because you were looking for it, you can immediately see that there is a way in. But on both sides and above the entrance, there are very distinct, very ancient, near illegible runes and carvings that are put all over the entrance there. And let's see, you like just looking at it from like a like I need to go and like inspect these in details. You have no idea what these runes say, but you are aware that there are runes that are visible. So you do not, it is completely dark coming from inside. So it's pitch black coming from the entrance. So there's clearly no light that is visible.
Can we see any tracks or any sort of evidence that people come through here on like how often they come through, and if it's like a normal thing, or if like we're the first people to come here in like 6 months or whatever?
Give me a survival check, please, just to get a general scoping of tracking. Ooh,
24.
Oh, no, you're pretty confident in your ability here. So looking at the entrance. So I'm specifying. Assume this check. You do not go inside the entrance. You're just looking on the outside, right?
Correct.
Okay. So looking from the outside, it looks like there was some traction at some point. Like you do see evidence of what looked like maybe 12 to 15 individuals that walked through here, all humanoid. But it looks like it's been several weeks or even months since anybody has come through here. So there's no recent evidence of anybody coming through here. So
Okay, and is it only in, or is it in and out?
only in, nothing out.
I will look at the party and say 15 creatures came through here. They did not return this way.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting. So I have 120 feet of dart vision.
Uh-huh.
Do I see more of this map than what we currently see?
You can't see anything inside until you walk in because the moss has completely blocked any side of the entrance. So if you go inside, you can potentially see more. But as of right now, until going in, you do not see anything.
Perfect will say, "Allow me to be your guiding light, friends," as he draws his moon-touched rapier and swirls it
Oh.
about a little bit.
That's handy. Thanks. And I just walked through the portal.
Portal?
The rune thing, the moss. I'm gonna go through the moss.
Okay, so you head straight inside.
That is correct.
So Arthur heads right in. Okay. Um, perfect. What about yourself?
Will try to push the moss out of the way with his rapier.
Okay.
And then head inside.
As you do that, you do get Traum and anybody else with dark vision. You get a general sense of what's going on, but you can see all the way down to about right there. And I'm going to zoom out just a hair here. So that way everybody watching can see as well. You can see that you have a very short and narrow path that leads up, and there's some kind of strange contraption at the very bottom, at the very end. What looks like it's there's a curve, and you see nothing behind this contraption. You can't really see what's going on, but you can see that. And I guess really for 120, I'll give you this as well. Let me back up here. You can probably see to the other side. I would give you that. Let me make that known. You can probably see this as well. There we go. So you definitely can see there's something that just like cuts out, but you only see like this, and then it's just darkness behind it. Tuan, what about yourself? Do you head in?
Yes.
Okay. I will say, Tuan, it is a bit of a tight fit for you, but you are able to manage without any concern. You're not squeezing or anything, but like you are literally blocking. So basically what happens is as you go inside, you're seeing like the outline glowing of Tuan from Arthur's rapier. So that is that's Tuan. Tamsin, do you head in? Is there anything you do before you go inside?
I am by no means proficient
Mm-hmm.
in investigation, but I am slightly curious about the runes.
Okay.
Am I able to tell if they are I speak Celestial, Common, and Infernal, so I don't think they're in
Okay.
a language that I know.
They are not.
But do they seem like a current language? Can I tell that if it's ancient?
So you can do two things. Either A, you can give me a history check if you want to see if like you can at least interpret what this might be in reference to, or
Okay.
if you want to go up and do like a you want to actually go up and like truly inspect these, like go full architect or not architect, sorry, but kind of like you're going to do an actual like study of what this is. It would be an intelligence-based perception check. So either one of those. So history or a perception check based on intelligence. The choice is yours.
Okay.
Traum,
roll.
can you help?
Traum, are
I
you
cannot
sleeping?
read.
I'm not sleeping, but I want to mess with the moss. I want to see if it makes a good blanket.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay,
I wanna-
I'm not proficient in history, but I got a 16.
Got a 16. Okay. Traum, sorry, go ahead.
Not proficient in history either.
Traum, roll me a d10.
Okay.
Oh no, come
I
for
like
Moss.
this. I really
Moss.
like that. I like this model a lot. Oh,
Oh
is it?
no!
Is that a 9?
That's a 9, baby.
This moss is the
I'm
most
cutting it
comfortable.
down.
Okay, you cut. All right, so you remove the moss, and when you do, it exposes the entrance to the world, and it does that thing where like like in old tombs where like the door opens and like you get that rush of air that kind of comes in. That's kind of what happens here. And so Durashi, Traum, and Tamsin, you all get a really nice cool breeze for a moment.
It's
and
a Masa gate.
oh, it is. Yep, it is. when that happens, but however, you collect enough of this enough of the moss that like you could easily make this into like a solid blanket or pillow, your choice. However, I will important to note, and this is probably important for you, Traum, is you notice after a few minutes the moss has already started to regrow to recover the entrance. Not by a lot, but it is slowly starting to regrow.
Perfect.
So-
Infinite blanket.
Yeah, so use that information as you will.
Blanket factory.
Blanket factory.
Off by the foot.
uh by the foot. Yeah, there it is. But and Durashi, just confirmation, while these two things are happening, what are you doing?
I don't know.
It's okay. It's Are you waiting for both Tamsin and Traum to go inside before you head in, or do you go in and head inside?
I take my rear sentinel duties very seriously, and I will not go past the people that I am following.
Give me a perception check then, right fast. With advantage.
Absolutely. Perception check. That's either a 15 or a 25.
Ooh, that nat 20. All right. Okay, so there's two things that you notice immediately. Actually, no, sorry, three. I'll give you three on this because you crit. Number one, so you know that thing where you think you see something out of the corner of your eye moving, and then you look and there's nothing there? You're getting that constantly on the mountainside. It's like the corner, like you see the edge of the mountain, and you can swear you see something like a person moving, but you turn to look and there's nothing there. You're getting that consistently. Like it's to a concerning degree. Nothing's there, but you feel like something's there. Number two, every once in a while, I'd say maybe every half hour, you could swear you feel rumbling on the ground, like almost like there's tremors. But it's strange because it's not like natural tremors of the earth. It feels like you're just getting this weird sense of something, of some kind of force. It's not consistent. I said about every half hour. It's never consistent, but you get this weird vibe from time to time. It's really strange. And then third, you could swear after the moss was cut down, you could swear every once in a while you hear a whisper or an echo coming out of the entrance of this dungeon entrance here. So think you keep seeing things, you think you keep hearing things, and you think you keep feeling things. But like, so if you are on like a sentinel duty, you are on super high alert because everything around you is triggering your senses heavily.
Okay. In that case,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick up Traum if he'll let me.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
And I'm going to kind of push Tamsin, like, we're being followed, there's something weird, we have to keep together and keep moving.
Okay. So you do so I know you pick up Traum and you kind of motion the same thing for Tamsin as well.
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not gonna also pick up Tamsin. I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
100% could, but
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I just saw Traum like start to lay down under his blanket, and I'm like, no, you gotta come with me.
That's fair. Okay, so when that's happening, then so Tamsin, this is what you get before this interaction starts. So you get your check, and here's what you notice, and this is what's very strange. That you are certain that the symbols that you see belong to a lost clan, but you're pretty sure it is a clan that inhabited the Undermountain. But you are certain that this entire clan was wiped out by the Drow invasion that took place long ago in the Undermountain. And not sure how familiar Tamsin would be with the stories of Undermountain, but at least you would have picked up enough to know that there was quite some turmoil, and whoever made these etchings they were wiped off the face of the planet. Which is terrifying, but it's very much a case of whatever made these markings no longer exist.
Okay. I'll relay that information to Durashi and uh Traum. I apologize. Um, and I trust Durashi, so I will willingly be herded into the area with him. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. All right, so then that means everybody's inside. So I'm going to move y'all in just a little bit here. That way, everybody, I can already see y'all moved up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put y'all right here. Just not going to put you at the thing just yet. Just so you can get an idea of what you're looking at before we get going. So now that you're here, I'm going to open this up just a little bit. Let's go maybe like right there. I'm going to go and reveal the rest of the area, since just walking inside, you would be able to see the rest of it. There we go. I am going to put something, I'm going to expose something a little bit, just because I figure if y'all decide to look down, you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so let me move y'all over to this side a little bit here.
If Perfect is able to at this moment, he would, seeing that there's a drop off, fly out over it and just sort of twirl in midair to be impressive looking.
Say that one more time.
If Perfect is able to right at this moment, he would step out into the middle of this drop off and sort of twirl about in midair to just kind of show off.
Oh, so like you have the ability to fly?
Yes.
Well, yes. Before you do that, but before you do that, let me just clarify what you can see, just to see if that's something you want to do. But noted on that piece, because Arthur will be the first one arriving, but after that, no problem whatsoever. So just to give you a laydown of what you are seeing here, you see what looks like a giant mining shaft. It's at least 90 feet deep and about 30 feet in diameter. That's what you're seeing here. You do see that there is a ramp with protective steel railing, so it's everything is up to safety standard to a certain degree, which is good, right? Railing's important. And you see the ramp, it just continuously goes down 30 feet. So it like kind of rotates around here, goes down, further down, further down, further down. So it effectively is like it's just a long winding ramp down to the bottom. And in addition to that, you see this right here. So you see what looks like it almost looks like an elevator system of some degree. There's a bunch of winches and pulleys, and you see controls that are at the very top here. That looks like they can be controlled, that like you have somebody that presses it down and it seems to cause something to happen, and then when you let go, something happens. So currently you see this contraption. And if anybody here has at least 120 feet of dark vision, you can see at the very bottom a cage-like contraption at the bottom. So you have this pulley elevator system, and you have this long winding ramp. That's what you see. So Arthur, Coming in, this is your initial what you can initially see. What do you do?
Well, I see a thing with like a bunch of gears and levers, and I
Yes.
find the biggest one and I try and pull it.
Okay. So you're gonna go there while that's happening. Now, perfect. You said you want to go and fly to the center over here.
Yes.
Okay. What is the radius of light that your weapon has? Just for confirmation.
15. So 30 total feet, 15 of which is bright.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So you don't see anything else out of what was already mentioned there. You notice there's like a sleek shine to some of the ramp that you get near, but that's all that you notice there.
Perfect is doing this purely to show off.
No, that's fair. That's very fair. Tuan, you enter the fray. What do you do?
I go here.
Okay.
I look over the edge.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tuan.
Okay. One thing to note as well, I'm going to ping over here just to the side in case y'all didn't see that. Right over here to the edge, that gives you a kind of a side example of what this looks like. If you need that confirmation, it was really nice to see that to kind of help, because the first time I saw this, I was like, "What the bamboo is going on?" But just to help, that's literally it's a giant cylinder. When you do that, so everybody. Oh, actually, sorry. I wait for the reaction. What happened? Sorry. Okay, so you reach over, you shout that. Tamsin, what do you do? Oh, you are not coming through, Tamsin. I'm so
You're
sorry.
muted.
I was muted. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
I don't think I had my familiar out before in form. But I don't exactly know how familiars work if I have summoned them in the past, but like they're not around me. Do I have to re-summon them or can I bamf them out?
It's an action and you bamf them out.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I would like to bring my familiar out, but they're gonna come out in imp form, because they have dark vision in imp form. I think
Okay.
they have dark vision. They're polymorph too, but
Mhm.
and then Gemini's going to fly out there with perfect and flutter around his head and also investigate what it looks like down the center.
Okay. Okay. So now is the familiar going to stay at the same level as perfect, or is it going to go further down?
I'll send Gem down.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I'll send Gem down, but I'll have Gem go invisible.
Okay. Perfect.
Invisible.
Traum, you and Durashi, I guess it's Traum, you're being carried by Durashi. You both arrive at the same time, effectively. What do y'all do? Traum, since you were technically order of operation here, what would you like to do?
So I'm assuming at some point, Durashi has tried to set Traum down, but like Traum has already bundled themselves up in this moss blanket,
Okay.
and is making it as hard as possible for Durashi to stop carrying Traum.
Okay.
And I'm getting comfy, and now I'm getting carried, and this is great.
Durashi, I will say you do not. It is not required, but if you are interested, because this is moss, if you wanted to, what's it? What are they called? The
baby Bjorn.
You want to
Bjorn. That's it. If you want to baby Bjorn, Traum, you are more than welcome to. That way you have access to both your hands, but that is not required. Just know that is an option if you choose to use it.
It's not something that I'm going to do right now, but I do have a racial trait that I can make things during a short rest out of the things that I find. So there's a non-zero chance we're gonna end this module +1 baby Bjorn.
Excellent. I'm on board with this.
But as of right now, Durashi's just trying to figure out how to best carry Traum, and also trying to keep an eye on any like footprints or that motion out of the corner of his eyes that he's seen a couple times now.
Okay. No, that sounds perfect. So that means currently you have been sat down then, Traum.
I mean, if Traum is holding on to me,
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
okay.
I'm clinging.
Then do you put Traum down, I guess is better said.
I'm getting like a Shadow of the Colossus vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a sloth. At
Yeah.
this point.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, then let's what we'll do is we can just kind of a small effect of what happens is one you so Arthur, you press the lever, and when you do that you hear a loud meh, and like you hear just like do 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 do. That seems to be getting louder as time goes on. Absolute, you hear that more distinctly from where you are, or sorry, Perfect, where it's coming from, and you hear it getting louder and closer to you. Your familiar Tamsin sees as it's flying down, the cage-like structure, this elevator, is slowly being pulled upwards as Arthur is holding on to this lever. Your familiar can relate to you as well that if you were betting Panda, you'd probably say maybe 2 medium-sized creatures could fit inside this elevator. Is a pretty solid guess there. Is what you see on the way down. We'll say that during this interaction, the familiar can make it to the bottom, but that's all it can do. Tuan. Oh, I'm sorry.
Does
What?
Jem see any creatures inside it, or just that's the space that it will fit?
You do not. So, the familiar would have to stop going down and look inside, because it's not, you cannot see from just like passing by. If you
Okay.
want your familiar to stop and look inside versus going further down, that is completely fine.
No, they'll continue on to scout. That's what I sent them to do. So.
Okay, no worries there. Tuan, as you say, did you say hi? I'm Tuan. Is that what was said?
I did.
Okay, as you do that, everybody here just hears loud, just, hi, I'm Tuan. Actually, hang on, I got it. Exactly. What you actually hear, I have a thing for this. Believe it or not, I actually did not realize this. I came prepared. Hi, I'm Tuan. You hear that just echoing and billowing everywhere, because it's almost like the way that this cylinder is designed, with the way noise is bouncing, it is a giant amplifier. It is important to note, if this matters to you, Durashi, just because I know you've been on alert, the tremors that you have been hearing stop abruptly as this noise echoes, if that matters to you. Not saying they're related, just an important thing to note.
I will aloud say, well, something knows we're here.
That's fair. And you just hear like, here. Yes, so the elevator is slowly coming up. It's not up there yet. You believe it will take exactly 1 minute perfect just on a guess from your side and Tamsin on your familiars. It'll take an entire minute for this elevator to rise to the top. Do you all wait for the elevator, or what do you all want to do?
Perfect is just gonna sort of like twirl about in the air to continue to show off, but he will look around a bit as he does so. He is not at all interested in the elevator as he doesn't need it. But as long as he is the literal center of the room, he is going to take advantage of that.
Okay, nope, that's fair. You got a whole minute that the show is yours. Arthur, do you continue to hold on to this lever because you feel like you holding on to it is what's pulling this elevator up? Like, it's not taking any of your strength, but you are having to hold this lever down.
This is kind of boring. I'm gonna let go. And then I'm just gonna walk down the ramp.
Okay, you're gonna start down the ramp. Okay, well, as soon as you let go of it, a couple things happen. One, it starts to elevator starts to drop back down at the same speed. However, the second that you do that, Durashi, you feel another tremor that's much closer than before, and all of you hear just a loud meh, and out of nowhere, basically kind of like rising out of the ground and out of the walls, and it's almost like it's very strange. You didn't notice them before, but it's like they didn't necessarily like break out of the wall. It's like they molded out of the wall. It's very strange, but you see the following things. I think we go here. Yep, there we go. Boop-a-doop-boo. Gonna put that right there. Are these popping up? Hey, they sure are. Perfect. Excellent. So let me grab I'm gonna have to move them around a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. Boo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Let me go over here. We're gonna move these around here. So we're gonna put you right here. One there, one there. Let's see. We're gonna put that one there, that one here. Okay. Let's see. Since you are right there, we're gonna need to move this one right there, which is fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove. Actually, I don't need to remove it. It doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Boop. Okay. As this happens, you see these almost like these medium-sized skeletons that just either they kind of just almost like they mold out of the ground and the walls. Like it's almost like they've been there so long they just became a part of the rock that was around you. And as they as they pop out, you notice that each of them, their entire skeletons are that like some of them are like still have like chips of rock on them, but other than that, they are glowing. And I'm talking skull to bone feet are glowing bright blue. So the same color that you saw on the teeth of the furbog, their entire skeletons look like this. And they just all go, meh, roll initiative.
I'd like to use my Tides of Chaos, please.
Absolutely. And I
You wanna
will...
pull up the tracker?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can use this tracker. Let me go ahead and boop. I'm going to go ahead and remove the old ones here. There we go. Close those out here. Durashi, you should still be on there, though. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's roll for initiative, everybody. And for those that are watching, this is, hopefully y'all can see this okay here. This is going to be our turn order. There we go. I'll get that sorted once we are good to go.
Rolling
And then
now.
Okay. It's gonna.
Mr. DM, sir,
Absolutely.
I
Yes.
don't think I. This is perfect. I don't think I remembered to write down in the thing, but as soon as I went to enter into the cave, I would have cast Mage Armor on myself.
No worries. No worries at all.
And-
That was part of your natural preparation. No concern
Right.
at all.
And that does bring my AC to 17.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
I get it and I appreciate it, Feldoth, so very much.
I'm going to keep doing it the entire time.
Please, by all means, it'll help me realize. I mean, it's a good thing you didn't use a bro or a panda pun. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. All right, there we go. Next time. Okay. No, actually, you're completely fine. I wanted to go ahead and get so what we're gonna do, everybody, we're just at about a midway point here. I want to get initiative on the table. It looks like, do we have everybody set? Arthur, Traum, perfect,
You don't have
Durashi.
me. I can't get initiative to roll D&D Beyond. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this will work? Nope. Why is my initiative not rolling on D&D Beyond? I rolled a 17. I just...
Make sure you click on your
Hold on.
token first, and
Hold on,
then
here we go.
with your token selected, you roll initiative.
Here you go. I'll take that.
That worked. Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and sort
Yes.
y'all just in here. There it is. I love it. Okay, so here is our order of initiative. We have Bad Pandas, followed by I'm going to say specifically as well that Durashi, because you were specifically on alert, you basically were able to be like, effectively you were able to keep everybody alerted enough that they're not getting a surprise round, but per initiative they'll be going first. I want to clarify, this is not a surprise round, but they will be going first, followed by Arthur, Durashi, Perfect's Owl, Tuan. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have Tamsin. My apologies, Tamsin. You got a 4. Let me get you on here now. You guys said you got a 4. I got you covered. There we go. Perfect. That actually worked out well. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. There we go. Wonderful. There it is. And Tamsin. So everybody, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a very quick bamboo break. Everybody, for my wonderful friends that are playing right now, go get you a stretch break. Go and get you some bamboo if you need it. Take a bio break. We're gonna be back here shortly.
I do find it amusing that, per usual, we have taken 2 hours to get to the start of the month.
No, I'm so happy. Like I was more so worried.
Expecting it.
Well, so here's the thing. I was so worried about, because for those that don't know, this is technically allotted for like a 2-hour window of gameplay, but I am notorious. I'm a notorious panda for taking an unnecessary amount of time of building the plot, so to say. Which it makes me, I love the initial engagement interaction of the kind of the quest giving here. And I'll be completely transparent with y'all. I love Harold so very much as a character in this, that like, I mean, I've done this before and nobody talks to Harold, and it makes me such a sad panda, because it's like, but why would you not talk to Harold? He's good people. I love it.
You did explicitly tell us not to.
Right, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Just because Durden tells you.
Oh, dude. He's like,
Well, my
"Really?"
thought was that like we don't know he's Harold until he opens his mouth, so I had to say hello because I didn't want to be rude.
100% true.
That is very true. That's a very fair point, and I agree with you completely.
I was
think
just
that-
gonna be rude.
Well, I think the most bamboozling thing that ever happened though is I have had people rob poor Harold before. Like I know that Traum was looking for like a blanket, but like this is like, I mean, they took his table. It's a table made out of broken tables, and they took his table. Like through the entire adventure, they took the table with them. I'm like, but why?
I pictured a combination of American Pickers, like when they go into one of those buildings, and
Yeah.
a Cracker Barrel. When you were describing it, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, they basically, the justification was, they were like, it was like a historical piece, like to commemorate like the evolution of the yawning portal. But so two characters in the party, literally the entire time, they were carrying a table. They were being, they didn't want to hurt each other's back because they were two characters that were not strength based. So each one took a side of the table, carried it through the adventure, and whenever like combat started, they would set the table down, and so they spend their first turn always action, set table down, and then get ready. It was.
Having played with you guys, or with you specifically, Panda, before, this not only does not surprise me, but should be the logical expectation.
That's fair. That's fair.
100%.
That is very, very fair. There we go. Terror Factory. Oh, sorry. Terror Factory. Good to see you, my friend. We're about to kick back off into our D&D session, so I won't be watching chat actively, but it's really good to see you. Hope you're having a brotastic Saturday or Sunday, my friend. Okay. Doo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Let's see. Also, I realized I bamboozled a little bit. Like, apparently we went halfway through, and I completely zoned out and didn't realize I didn't have music playing. I've got some lo-fi running in the background for the interim. I'm gonna make sure to have a playlist set to go that we can adjust the tone depending on what's going on. But completely forgot about that. So that's running in the background now. And what I'll do is as a for next time, I will add a thingy in Discord to make sure we can all hear it as well. So I know there's a bot that can be added. So that's a goof on my side there.
I also think that Sirenscape just had an update to work better with stream games.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. Durashi's good people. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, let me just. Everything is brotastic. Terror Factory. Thanks so much for asking, my friend. This is our first D&D session officially with the Panda Nation, so it's very exciting. I'm a little bamboozled, but I'm happy Panda can be. Oh,
I will apologize in advance. I don't know if it's going to happen this combat, but Perfect's vape that he's been using is a ever-smoking bottle, which does produce heavy obscurement.
Uh-oh.
So he may or may not use that at some point.
Okay, just as long as you.
To everyone.
I mean, so Feldoth the player, but not Perfect the character, right?
Perfect apologizes for absolutely nothing.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that piece. Okay, perfect. It looks like the professionals are back. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get kicked off here. I'm just double checking.
Right before we do that,
Yes, of
the
course.
point of order, can I see through that with Devil's Sight?
You cannot.
I didn't think so because
It
it's
requires
Oh.
natural obscurement. Okay.
Oh, that's an oof.
It'll be fine.
Disadvantage! Yay!
All right, start it up. Let's run.
Oh,
Go.
yeah. One thing I realized I goofed on something. I'm so sorry. I thought it was active and it's not. Just as a quality improvement here, only because it's just a quick boop. I didn't realize folks could not see y'all who was talking. So that's a goof on my side. So let me get that active here. Oh, I see. That's why it's not working. Never mind. Okay, I will do that. So rest assured, my apologies, everybody. Y'all should have been able to see right at the bottom right who was talking. It was supposed to light up. That's not reflected. We will make sure for next time that is there. Okay, so let's get rocking. So we just started our combat here. As a reminder for everybody, everybody made it into into the mine. There was an echo from Tuan. Nothing happened. The lever was pulled by by
me.
Arthur. Nothing happened, but the second Arthur let go, these glowing blue skeletons appeared out of the ground and the walls, like almost like they molded out of them, all violent and ready to attack. Now, this is an important point to note. Normally, this is a point I would never bring up, but I'm going to because I know, Durashi, this may matter to you. That there's something that stands out about these skeletons. Actually, two things. One, they are a little shorter in stature, but more importantly, their teeth look like they were not naturally like shaped this way, but it looks like from either use or from grinding, they have extremely long, sharp fangs in them. They don't look natural, but they don't look like they don't belong to the skeletons themselves. It's very, very strange. It's hard to describe what they are, but they don't look like they were naturally formed that way, if that makes sense. Very jagged, edgy, like stalactite, stalagmite style design. Brucey Bear? No, you're not. No, you're not the DM. Come on, buddy. Come on. Sorry, it'd been a book about. Anyways, starting us off are our Skelly Bros. The Skelly Bros are up, and the Skelly Bros, they're gonna do some stuff. Let's go ahead and pull them up here. All right. Also, anybody within 5 feet of them, you notice that there's this horrifying odor coming from them. It's pretty difficult. So even if you are not sensitive to smells, it's very difficult to breathe when you are near them.
Can I hold my breath?
Yes, it's specifically if you breathe this in, and if it matters, it is a poison effect.
Okay, I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
You are fine. As long as you are holding your breath at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so they're going to, since they're kind of in tag teams here, we're gonna do things in order here. One of them is going to, we're gonna start Arthur with you. One of them is going to bite you. The other is going to take a jagged claw hand and try to stab you with it. Tuan, you're getting the same. Let's see. We're gonna do evens or Tamsin. Odds are Durashi for one of them. And actually, no, we'll do we'll do those. Okay. So one is gonna be Tamsin, and the other we'll just swap Tamsin with Traum. Okay, so Durashi, you are going to get bit. Tamsin, you are going to get clawed. Is the way this works. So we're gonna start first thing with Arthur. Arthur does this is gonna be for the bite. From in case you if it matters to y'all, it's gonna be from this one here. Does a 14 hit?
Oh yes.
Okay. You are going to take 12 piercing damage.
Ow.
And now the claw. That is only going to be an 11.
Oh, that one will miss.
Okay. Tuan. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Okay. This is for the claw. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. This is for the bite. Tamsin. Oh, sorry. Durashi, does a natural 1 hit you?
Sure don't.
All right. The skeleton, it like gets stuck halfway coming out of the wall, and so it's like biting at you, but it can't just reach you, and then it pulls the rest of it out of the wall. Oh man, Oh, know how this game's starting. Tamsin does an 8 hit.
No, sir.
Hooray!
I would like to take a sentinel attack, please.
You sure can. It's going to be on this one if that matters.
Yeah. Let's see. Am I allowed to spend superiority dice on a reaction?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I'm in danger.
So I'm going to swing my great axe. Do we have our weapons out? We said we weren't surprised, right? So we would probably have our weapons out.
Correct. At the very least, for sure, I'd be comfortable enough that you would have been able to pull it out before this happened, because you were specifically on alert. So.
Okay. Then I'm going to swing my great axe.
Oh!
20.
Oh, that
That's
hits.
29.
Oh. Well.
Now, how many things can I burn?
Yep.
How many superiority dice can I burn on this?
All you hear from the skeleton is he's not doing okay.
Okay. Features and traits. I am going to use a superiority dice, and I'm going to make it a triplet attack.
Oh,
You-
okay.
When you hit, you expend one superiority dice to add to the total damage roll, and if the target is large or smaller, it must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 16, or fall prone.
On that one, that's with a. There's no way. I'm double checking.
If that thing has a plus 15 to strength saves, I'm going to.
I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
done.
No, it got a 4, so no, it's down.
Okay, so damage is 2d12.
Oof.
$17 plus 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
That's prone.
17 plus 14.
31.
31 plus my strength modifier for
Plus 1.
plus 1. 36 points of damage.
So I don't know how else to say this. So I'm gonna be frank with you here. The Skelly Bro is exactly at 0. So like it's done for, but it's like it doesn't explode, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's unconscious. Oh no, it's not. No, it's just unconscious. It's knocked out. It did exactly 0 damage. Oh, you took it to 0. Excuse me. Clarifier there.
I did it.
And confirmation, you used an axe, correct?
A great axe.
Okay, just making sure. For one of those weird times that it matters. You were specifically holding your breath?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Let's see.
It's only a reaction, guys.
I know.
Sorry.
Nice.
Arthur, you are up.
Hi. So yeah, that was not fun. Quick question.
Uh-huh.
I have a light casting off of me. You said that the ramp was slick?
It looked like it was shining. Which, quick confirmation, since you just started your turn, can you do me a favor and give me a con save?
Of course. No.
No, you're good.
Oh,
You're
that's
good.
great.
You completely normalized to the stench. You are fine.
just like home. All right. So yeah, it looks slick, or you said it looks shiny.
So it's something that Perfect noticed. And Perfect, are you did you disclose this information to the party?
Of course not.
Okay, so you
well.
are not aware of any kind of shine or sheen that's seen.
That
The
was
only
just-
reason I asked is I'm casting off light for myself, so I didn't know if I was observant of that. But
If it matters, this area up here, you do not notice it. Like, so
Okay.
there's definitely nothing up here.
then Plan C. I'm going to drop prone.
What?
And how tall is the ceiling?
30 feet up.
Perfect. I'm going to
Yeah.
drop prone and then launch a acid ball to explode on these three fine fellows.
Okay. Let me see. What was the spell you're using? Sorry.
It is a modified fireball.
Oh.
I have meta magic, and I am going to change it to the type of acid.
That's what you're asking about the size. Got it. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, let's see. You need deck saves for me, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so one, we're gonna go left to right. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, I could have used those last time during attacks, but that's fine. All right, so one of them got a 21, one of them got a 19, and the other got a 16. Did the 16 pass?
A 16 passes.
Okay.
So they'll stay for half and take 16 points of acid.
Okay, and you said this is acid damage, right?
Yes.
They seem to take the full amount, okay?
And then, am I right on the edge?
The edge of the ramp?
Yes.
No, there is a one square here, and there is railing as well.
Is the railing all the way up, or is it like the metal railing where it blocks part of it but not all of it?
Oh, it's just for safety measures. So block as it go. Actually, honestly, if you want to be completely transparent, for what is your what race is your character?
I'm a halfling.
It goes up to, like, it's as tall as you are.
Oh, okay. It goes up that high.
Yeah.
Is it thick
Well, that
enough
was unexpected.
he couldn't squeeze in between the rails?
No, you could easily.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Then oh yes. Hey, I'm gonna roll off the edge.
What?
So I don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
How would that not?
Well, at here, that would be a problem. But once I roll off the edge, I'm falling, and then that's
You
a
provoke
forced
the
movement.
attacks. You provoke the attacks before you leave the zone, and it's not considered forced movement because you chose to fall.
Yeah, because I'd say because you're technically, I mean, I get that you're falling, but you're technically moving from that square and then falling off. Because I mean, it feels like a little Wile E. Coyote. So I'd say if you want to do that, I mean, granted, I would say your chances are pretty good if you feel confident for it. But for that, I'd probably say it would still. I'd probably say with disadvantage from them. So because you're prone, it would give them advantage. So I'd say it'd be straight rolls for them for what you're trying to do. I'm on board
Whatever,
for
it's
it.
all for the shenanigans. I jump off.
Okay. And now just for confirmation as well, just as a reminder over here, it is it's like straight down. Are you
Yeah.
are you okay with that? It's 90 feet straight down.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just also, you used your meta magic earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Or not your meta magic, but your Tides of Chaos.
Tides.
I did. Do you
Can
want
you
more
roll?
chaos?
Can you roll a D100 before you attempt to
yes,
roll off?
I can. This could change everything.
Yep, I was gonna say, let's go ahead and get that wild magic in.
Ooh, a 9. That might be a secondary fireball.
Yep, you just.
And that will hit everyone.
Well, that's glorious. We all
Because
die.
it's
and
centered
stuff.
on you, right?
Yes.
Fireballs don't go around corners, do they?
Yeah,
They
they
do.
do.
Oh. And this is specifically centered on you, is that right?
Yeah.
That is correct.
So it would have been the square that he was in. So it's literally everyone, including all of the enemies.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and roll that damage.
Chaos
yeah.
reigns.
Everybody
Chaos
give me
reigns.
deck saves, please. Oh! Holy bamboo.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
First wild magical
Oh
night.
boy.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh no.
I
Oh.
hope everyone is having fun.
What's your DC?
16.
You know,
Uh,
I was thinking about healing, Sir Dint. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now.
we're
That's
gonna just go
perfectly
ahead and
acceptable.
knock that out. We're gonna go ahead and knock that out. That's a bamboozle right there. That's a bamboozle right there. Good news though, the others are still like. By the way, Durashi, the one that you're by is now dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it now. This is definitely gone.
Okay. Well, in that case, instead of going off, I'm just going to roll this way 5, 10, 15.
That's fair. That's very fair. You just kind of casually make your way, continue down forward.
Oh, yeah, but I am completely rolling on my side because I
okay.
dropped prone earlier.
It is important to note that Tuan, the one left in front of you, is hurt, but it is not crumbly. Tamsin, the one that is near you, is hurt but not crumbly.
I do not see a second one near me.
Never mind. Ignore.
I see the
Oh.
dead one with the X.
Sorry. I see what I did. I'm so sorry. I goofed. Boop. How about now?
No.
Nothing.
I don't. I assumed there was one there because you attacked me before, but I didn't see where it was on the map.
Hang on. Sorry. Everything is.
It's on a
Oh,
different layer.
I see what I did. I moved the map to the. Okay, sorry. That's I done goofed. We're fine. I moved the map instead of the bad panda. There we go. I did
Oh,
it.
nice.
Okay.
I
And
goofed on that.
then-
My apologies.
It was 30 points of damage
Um,
for if you didn't save.
that is correct.
Okay. Thank
It
you.
is fire if that makes a difference. Okay. Durashi, you are up.
Okay. Well, time for whacking. I'm gonna swing at this new friend with my great axe. That is a total of a 24 to hit.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Okay. For 16 points of slashing damage.
Just gonna go ahead and boop real quick. There we go. All right.
For my second attack, I would like to steal both of these skulls, please.
Absolutely. Now here's an important thing to note. Do you do the Mortal Kombat thing where you just grab them and rip them up, like to take them that way, or do you like sever them and grab just like do you take the spine with them or no? There's an important reason I asked this.
I will take the spine.
Okay. So as you do that, have you ever seen those like the videos of those catching somebody that steals Amazon packages, and when they open them up, like all the glitter just explodes out of it? That's basically what happens when you do this, as all of a sudden this blue confetti just explodes over you and Traum and Tamsin. Y'all get coated and y'all are all just like, you have this glowing blue sheen to all of you when you do this. And you notice that like even inside the bone is glowing blue. But you have two heads.
I tuck them into my belt. I'm gonna use these later.
You now have two. Just if you wanna log it appropriately, stone bone skeletons. They are called stone bone skeletons. Is their classification?
Stony bony boys.
Stony bony bros.
Put that in my inventory.
Yep. Anything else, Durashi?
Can I move to the other side of Tamsin? That way, if this guy decides to attack, I am in the way.
Absolutely. Perfect. You are up. What would you like to do?
So Perfect stabilizes himself in the air and takes one arm and just wipes it across his eyes to clear out the soot. Glares at Arthur Dent for a moment, and then says, well, I suppose that's one way to deal with them. Then he flies over here, and twirling his rapier, he sort of like wraps air around it as he goes.
Okay.
And strikes out using Booming Blade. To attack
Oh
this
no.
thing.
Okay. All right. I'm on board. Go ahead and roll to smash and confirm what you rolled to hit, please.
Oh god, that's so many dice.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Oh, you crit.
That's a natural
Oh,
20.
you crit. Oh no.
I do have sneak attack. There are so many dice here. I don't know how to.
Oh
I
no.
think you need to look at what you rolled on the.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. There's so much.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
That's well.
Just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Let me just run over here and yep, there we
You
go.
rolled 25.
No, it's more than that.
Yep, that's a crit.
23,
Oh.
33, 42, 43, 47 points of piercing, and oh, I'm sorry. Some of that is for if it moves.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
It's fine. It is fine. It blows up, and again, Durashi, you unfortunately get hit again. But Tuan and Perfect, you both get coated in this shiny blue confetti. And Arthur, I think it's also confirmation. You are glowing blue, like from head to toe. And super important point to know. So but that blows up the last one, and congratulations, you have solved my stony bony bro puzzle. By the time that this finishes and y'all kind of recover a little bit, the elevator has sunk to the bottom of the floor once again. Arthur, do you continue moving downwards or do you wait for the party?
I'm a little concerned because if anyone saw that, they might not like me. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Oh,
We see you rolling.
We hate
You
I was gonna say,
We
are y'all
totally
hating?
see you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We could just fireball, so maybe.
Yeah, no.
Also, you can see Perfect's clothing, which is scorched and a little tattered from that, slowly start mending itself as he is wearing clothes of men.
Of course. Okay,
What
so
does
our-
this- what does
He'll
this
press
blue
his shape
dust
just
taste
away.
like?
what is the blue dust? What was that, Durashi? I'm sorry.
What's the blue dust taste like? I'm gonna eat it.
Ooh.
Quick point of order. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on myself to get all of this glitter out of my blankets.
No, no worries.
Yeah, me too.
you
And
are fine.
I'm gonna do Durashi's back, and then once I see if Durashi is wanting to eat more or not,
Wait a minute.
continue.
I'm sorry. I just realized you're eating it. Right. Sorry. Hang on. Right. Sorry. Thank you. I just got bamboozled. I realized what you were doing. Okay. Hang on. Sorry. Wait. Let me find it.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
try to
find
lick
the
it off
thing.
my face.
Roll me a D8 as you ingest the blue powder. That does taste like blue Kool-Aid.
Love it. 6.
Okay. 6.
Wouldn't it be jello since it's made of bone?
Yeah, kind of actually, when you think about it. Also, that's good. Okay. So, I just because like it's a little weird the way this works. So I'm going to let you decide, Durashi, what your preference, or you, Vitya, what your preference is. It's either it's a tone shift for the character. So basically, you are going to act almost, I don't want to say opposite, but counterintuitive to how you would normally react. So like if you are very aggressive, now you are more passive, that sort of thing. Or the other option is you will see everybody in a consistent shade of various blues consistently for the next 24 hours. The choice is yours.
I'm probably gonna go with the blue.
Excellent.
Like Durashi doesn't have like a set reaction to things except
Right.
for, like fight.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. And see, the reason that I'm like, I get the perspective of it, but it like, I don't, if you're not comfortable being like, being Durashi in a different format, I don't want you to feel like you have to try to do that, right? So I like the other option is, basically if you stared at Tamsin, basically every 5 seconds, Tamsin will change a different shade of blue consistently for the next 24 hours. So,
Okay.
Just as a heads up, because I forgot to say it at the time, I failed that check against that fireball, but I'm going to use a charge from my ring of evasion. So.
okay, no, you're completely fine. Thank you for the confirmation. Is no worries whatsoever. Okay,
I need to
so
know, how did my moss blanket handle that fireball?
it's gone. It's completely gone.
Are you trying to murder me?
Yeah, no, it's
You
on.
did it to yourself.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm so sorry. The moss was burnt up, but you
I
do
have
know it's
no
grown
idea where
back.
that fireball came from.
All right. Who made the fireball?
I point to perfect.
Oh,
Please, I'd have much better aim.
oh, holy bamboo! Oh
So 16.
no! Wait, are you rolling deception checks?
Yes.
26 persuasion.
Well, I'm not perfect.
Everyone believes perfect.
And I love the fact that this is happening as Arthur just continues casually walking down. Like, I imagine this is a drive-by conversation. Arthur, is that fair to say?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I figured so. He did it, and you just keep moving.
If I deny it hard enough, it didn't happen.
Is he walking or is he rolling down, going, nuh-uh, no.
Oh,
no,
the second
Are you
one.
are you
He's
rolling?
down
Okay.
slowly.
He's rolling down the hill. Oh no. Okay, so you are slowly rolling down the. Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna pull the lever to call the elevator.
Okay, so as Arthur begins to roll down, you're pulling the elevator and you just hear meh. it will take a minute for the elevator to get all the way to the top. Do you continue holding it till it gets to the top?
Yes.
Okay. During that minute, Arthur, are you going to continue rolling down the ramp? Or
Yes.
when you hear okay, you're going to continue rolling. Okay. Tuan, are you staying for the elevator? Or are you heading down the ramp? Or what are you doing?
I summon a nature spirit
You summon a nature spirit.
that looks like a campfire
Oh,
as I cast healing spirit,
Oh,
and I invite people to walk through it 5 times.
can you move that onto me? I'm stuck holding a lever.
I will say if you want to put it right beside right beside Traum, you can wiggle to the left and right, and I'll allow it without you having to remove the your hand from the lever. Is that fair?
I put my toe in. I put my left toe in, and I shake it all about.
Exactly.
Wait, do you want to just do one roll for everybody who decides to take it? I can do because of the way they changed healing spirit. I can do 5 times.
Yeah, and it's either way. Either way is fine. Whatever is easier there. Arthur, do you come back up for the healing spirit or no?
Oh no, actually, I don't think I can see at this point.
Whoever takes advantage of it gets 23 health back, which still doesn't put me at full. Thank you, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Is it 5 instances of, or
Yeah.
yes, 5 instances of 5d6?
Yeah, 5 instances of a d6.
Of a d6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
So that's the total if you do all 5.
5d6 total.
Okay.
Doesn't it have like a limited number of uses now?
That's what it is. It's fine.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I'll take the first 2, which were 2 4s. If that's okay.
I see.
I will take a single 6 if that's okay.
You have to convince me to walk through the fire. I don't trust it.
If
the
no one
tone.
else wants it, I'm well below half my hit points.
Yeah, you take the rest. You
Go
take
for
the 9 remaining.
It is your spell. You can decide.
That's
who
fair.
gets-
Okay. As that is being distributed and outside of the healing being done, Tamsin, is there anything that you would like? Are you waiting for the elevator? Or are you heading down the ramp?
I don't think I will fit in the elevator. It's only 2 creatures, correct?
Would you like to give me an insight check?
Okay. Because I thought that Jim saw when my familiar rolled down. It's 21.
Okay. You are certain that the elevator was designed kind of like like the almost like an elevator situation today, that it's 2 people in, down, back up, 2 more people in, down, back up. So you are correct. It looks like you would
Okay.
only fit 2 people at a time. But you could do consistent trips if you chose to do so.
I'll hold
Okay.
the lever for you. It is my duty to help the less fortunate.
All right, I'm gonna ignore perfect.
Okay.
And
As everyone should.
there is okay. There's a straight down drop through the middle, but are there walls around that straight down drop that you can grab onto?
So there is a there is railing that's on the side of it that I guess technically you could use to like hop down like that, if that's what you mean.
Well, I don't want to climb down. I have levitate on whenever I want,
Uh-huh.
but I need to have something that I can like pull myself down.
Oh, I
Hold
see.
on to the elevator as it goes back down.
Yep, you could do that.
Yeah,
You
I
ver-
can I'll do that. That way
Okay.
I don't take up space and make it wait longer for a single person.
Okay. So you're going to willy walk it down with the elevator.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I love it. I'm on board. Uh
Perfect. Can you come hold this then?
I will go over and take the lever.
Great.
uh let's see. So excellent. So you do the hand. And I'll say that it's no concern whatsoever. Y'all can do this. No checks are needed. You do that. Traum, what are you doing if you're not holding this, my friend?
Secretly thinking to myself, what a good busboy Perfect makes. Or bellhop, I mean. But not saying anything. And just
That's fair.
giving it to me as I wait for this elevator to climb inside and gently drift down.
Perfect
Excellent.
is just going on about how freeing wings are, and just being a complete dick about it.
No, that's fair. Durashi, what about yourself, my friend? What would you like to do? Now that everything is blue.
I'm a belly slide down the ramp.
Excellent. Okay. So you are going to belly slide down the ramp. That is perfect.
Yep.
So I'm going to set you right over here, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Tuan, what? Now that your healing's done, are you waiting for the elevator, or what are you doing, my friend?
Do I watch Durashi belly slide down the ramp?
You
Yep.
do.
And you said the interior of this loop does have bumpers up.
There are ramps, yeah, or there is railing, yes.
Green shell turtle away.
You're also going to join.
I withdraw into my shell and I start. Yeah.
All right. Yep. We have
Mario Karting.
D&D Mario Kart is officially available, my friends.
Durashi sees me as a blue shell, so
Oh.
I definitely need to make sure that the person ahead of us, Arthur, watches out for the blue shell.
I do have a question. You
Uh-huh.
waited the entire time for that thing to come up, right?
Well, I assume this is while the elevator is coming up. Durashi, Tuan, did y'all wait for the elevator to come up, or did y'all go ahead and jump for it?
I wouldn't have waited for the. I would have seen that the elevator was coming up and that like people were taken care of. Made sure like Tamsin and Traum were okay with me leaving, and then I was just gonna hightail it.
Okay, yeah, no. So basically where you are right now, to put it in perspective, you're about right here is what I would say. Arthur, you're technically a little bit more like under here, under them. I'm just putting you here for reference, okay? So you're on the next layer, but you're not further down. Does that make sense?
All right. I mean, I'm prone, so I have to dash to move 30 feet every time.
Right, so you're slowly making your way down. Holy bamboo. So you are rolling your way down. Mario Kart is officially in effect. And Tamsin, just a confirmation, are you waiting for the elevator as well? I just want to confirm that, or were you heading down the ramp?
No, I'll wait for the elevator.
Okay.
And then
Oh wait, you're gonna levitate down.
levitate down with
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Yeah,
We
with the
confirmed that.
handle on it.
Okay, well, you do know, if it matters, that there is going to be space in the elevator for you now if you want to be in the elevator.
I mean, if there's space, but it doesn't cost me anything to levitate, so either way, it's fine.
Okay, then levitate away, my friend. All right, so here's how this is going to go. So, Arthur, you are slowly rolling down the hill as you just hear, bing, 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 the Mario Kart music play, as you hear what sound like two objects start to basically with increasing speed start to head in your direction. We're gonna say that y'all probably, let's see, how are we gonna do this? What is your movement speed, Durashi?
My movement speed is a number between. It's 30 feet.
Okay, nope, that's perfect. And Tuan, what about yourself?
I can't actually shell defense this, so for me to actually be able to move, since shell defense makes my movement 0, so I'm at 30. I'm at 30, but I can't shell defense it.
Okay,
Could I
so
suggest that you consider it to be falling, but maybe like a feather fall falling, since you're not on a straight down?
There's a mechanic for this. Do not worry, my friend. Do not worry. So the important thing is that y'all are effectively, so Durashi and Tuan are not making any like headway towards Arthur because y'all are effectively moving at the same speed. Is the one thing I wanted to confirm. Okay, so perfect. So we got that. What we're going to do is the great race begins as y'all are starting to slide down. I will let y'all know as soon as something happens there. After about a minute, the elevator comes up. You hear a ding, and a door swings open. Traum and Tamsin, what do you do?
I get on the elevator.
You are now on the elevator.
I will join Trump, but I do want to ask a question.
Of course.
Trump, you are halfling?
Yeah.
Okay. If something were to happen and I picked up Throm and cast Levitate on myself, would that slow fall us? Just in case.
Depends on what happens. It's probably fine.
Okay.
It's probably
All right.
fine.
Just
It's probably fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so Tamsin and Traum are on the elevator. Perfect. What do you do?
Perfect will wait for them to get on the elevator, and then once they appear to be ready, he will slowly like push the lever back up.
Okay. When
He's
you
not
let
sure exactly how this works.
you let it go, it seems to reset. When you do that, you start to hear the rattling coming from the walls, but it sounds more distant and not as immediate as when these came out of nowhere. So, but you do hear noise of things rattling in the walls.
So, time to go.
Do you
And
just fly down?
I will fly out to the center and wait for them to descend a little bit.
Okay.
And then once they have, I will prestidigitate some feathers to let them fall and just drop with my wings outstretched.
That is incredible. Okay.
And then catch myself near the ground.
It's so extra.
It really is. It's so extra. Let's see. Okay, so as that's happening, what you see as the elevator descends and perfect you descend, you see this great race happening of Arthur. Arthur, I want to clarify. You continue to roll. You never get up, correct?
I have no reason to suspect that I need to.
Okay, you are rolling, and then you see on the coattails of Arthur is belly sliding is Durashi, and then I guess shell spinning Tuan, all slowly sliding down this ramp. Well, here's what happens. Arthur all of a sudden starts to gain an incredible amount of momentum. So like it's almost like you get to the third layer, and you notice specifically Traum, Tamsin, and Perfect that it's almost like there's a distinct smell in the air, almost like a greasy smell, as Arthur gets coated in grease, and you go from at max 30 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour, sorry, 30 feet, my goodness, to 90 feet a second. Like you just start sliding and just bing, 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 bing. I mean, you are taking off. And the same thing happens to Durashi and Tuan, the difference being that you are rolling and bouncing around, Arthur. You can attempt to like stable yourself if you want to. You're not taking any damage, you're just getting like just yeeted around. Durashi, you were just going extremely fast, but you're and because of the grease, you're not necessarily getting belly burn, but you're starting to like you're starting to heat up very quickly. Tuan, your shell is gleaming from the polish it's getting right now.
Nice.
Arthur, do you do anything as a reaction? Okay. Hang on, real quick. I gotta do this. I'm sorry. I'm the. All right. Let me find the song. Just put on some Mario music. Okay. So yeah. So you go yeeting down there. Durashi, do you do anything to change the situation? Or do you keep going?
Am I like on a collision course? Is it just normal race?
It's no, so far it's just you keep going down the cylinder. You have no reason to be concerned other than you continue to increase speed.
It'll be fine.
Excellent. Tuan, what about yourself?
I definitely do something. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm looking at all of these fighter features that I've got, and none of them say that I have two brain cells to rub together.
Oh no.
Well, Tuan thinks Perfect, as he's falling, will pop the top off of his ever-smoking bottle, so that there's just a cloud.
Oh
coming
no.
down, as he falls. The moonlight from his sword just sort of illuminating the whole thing as it comes down.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Gust to just keep pushing the wind that cloud away from the elevator. No, go away.
I was like, stop.
He's intentionally falling slower than the elevator so that you can see it happen.
Now, can I use Gust to shove the smoke into Perfect's face?
It's in his face.
I was gonna say, I would say it stays in Perfect's face, absolutely.
Is there something I can roll to get the sense that Tuan's in danger?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
I mean, how many levels of barbarian are you?
Yeah,
You have danger sense.
that is true.
I have 1 level of barbarian.
Okay.
Tuan is very insightful.
What was your roll, Tuan?
24.
Okay. So here's interpret this as you will.
Okay.
You have increased your speed by 60 feet, and you feel like you are continuing to gain momentum. You do not see a natural way to stop because the entire floor, and you notice that it seems like the railing also has that shininess to it now, is completely coated in this grease. And
about
you
the
are
walls?
only everything in this area appears to be coated in this grease. And you are continuing to increase in speed. So interpret that as you will.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go for funny. Or we're gonna go for serious.
Go for Tuan.
Do what your heart tells you.
As I hear bleeding, something bleeding ahead of me, going ah! I will wild shape
Mm-hmm.
into a cow and also bleed.
Wait.
Suddenly, this becomes Moo Meadows.
Yeah, yeah. Wait. Okay, so hang on. So you are now a cow?
I'm a
On
cow.
your back still, I'm assuming, with your hooves all akimbo.
Yeah, no, it is very much still in the turtle on its back stance. So, okay. So Durashi, what you see is as you are sliding down, your turtle friend is now a cow that is sliding alongside you. You're both still going the same momentum.
I do
but
need to point out to Durashi, I'm a bluebell cow.
Oh. Yeah, no, it is a blue cow because of the thing. Holy bamboo.
We just crossed so many things.
we
got ice
did.
cream, we got blue milk for Star Wars. Look at that. It's just
No, you're right. Okay. You also now through your yelling, Arthur,
I'm large.
Oh, you're large now? Oh.
Cow's a large beast.
So you're taking up the entire.
Durashi, I need you to do me a favor. Highs or lows? Which one is
I'm belly
good?
surfing. I'm gonna go low.
Low is good, okay? Okay. So you are basically both, again, you start at the same time effectively, so you are both side by side. So what happens is a giant cow turtle appears and effectively pushes you off the side. So we're going to, I need you to do me a favor and make me a dexterity saving throw to see if, I'm sorry?
I said I'm great at those.
Awesome. This is to see if you catch yourself on the rail and slide and are sliding once again behind the cow.
Can I also attempt to grapple?
No, because you are a cow.
It's a bonus action. A cow. Can I guess you have to have hands. You can't grapple with your mouth.
It'll be fine.
You want to if you want to attempt to bite Durashi?
More like not bite, but like nah.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna get gum.
Yeah, I was like, no. I like where your head's at. But
however cow yells Jirashi, however cow would yell Jirashi, that's what you hear.
Meh. that is what you hear. Murashi. That's exactly what it is. That's what it is. What was your
This is
total,
a minor
Durashi?
mistake.
An 8.
Okay. You go yeeting through the bars out here.
Cool.
So, couple options here. Perfect. You see a Durashi yeeting towards you. Would you like to use your reaction to try and catch Durashi? Or like not necessarily catch, but like grab before they fall.
Only if I can catch them in like a dancing pose and spin them around as I do so.
If Durashi is comfortable with it, I would allow it.
The last time I danced, I was wearing a dress.
I forgive you.
What? What?
I was there. There's a module where ghosts happen, and like if you touch an item, you have to do what the ghost wants you to do.
I know. Was it the
Oh,
blue dress?
yeah.
It was the blue dress. Durashi broke it because he didn't fit because he's a big old lizard boy.
Oh
But
no.
I still had like the tatters of a blue dress, and I had to dance with a ghost.
Oh no.
It was
So-
very haunted mansion. It was amazing.
I love
would
it.
definitely love to catch Durashi. And I have something else if I succeed.
Like I said, I just as long as Durashi, you are okay with it, I am on board.
Sure. It's
Okay.
better. I'm gonna meteor my ass directly into
That is true. So give me either, and I will let you decide which one you want to use. Perfect. A performance-based check, or an acrobatics check.
I'll do
Depending on.
acrobatics.
Okay. I will make this known as well. Tamsin and Traum, you are able to see all of this unfold. You see Tuan the cow. You see a screaming Arthur. You see you are just casually and calming going down this elevator. Everything's fine right now. I want to stress that point to both of you. So
There
just
are so many emotions on my face right now. Like,
So
confusion, horror, like,
that's fair.
astonishment.
Do I think they're just gonna keep getting faster until they get to the end?
You think so? Yes.
So as I spin slowly as I'm descending, I just sort of turn in the direction of Durashi flying off, with my arms already like outstretched. And he like flies into me, but I just catch him in sort of a like tango pose almost, pretending like I intended to do that. As I have a 20 on my acrobatics check. Then I would like Durashi to make a wisdom saving throw as I smile.
Oh no.
Just beaming smile directly in your face.
Big dumb boy. Gonna roll wisdom save.
Unfortunately, you're quite immune to my charms.
I don't understand it.
Indeed.
Why are you burying your teeth at me?
But nonetheless, I hold you in my arms as I descend, continuing to pretend like I intended this to happen, rather than it being a complete accident.
Hey, Tamsin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If I were to make a ramp at the bottom of this to send Dint flying
Yes.
into a wall, is that me being petty, or is that okay?
Yes.
That's the best answer.
100% both. Why
Tamsin,
not?
Tamsin, do you have dark vision?
I do. I have 120 double
Okay.
sight.
All right. So, would you and Traum like to know what's at the bottom of this, since you're
Oh,
low enough you
yes.
can see? Would that?
We're not gonna
We
kill
both have
them.
120 foot dark
Yeah.
vision. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
You two notice that it seems like this ramp dead ends in a rough-hewn oval shape, with a pile of blue bone shards and lichen marks. What's strange about it is, though, it almost looks like the imprint of a large-sized humanoid was like here not that long ago.
Okay, so it's gonna end in like bone shard?
Yes.
Maybe we make a half pipe so they go up and slide back down. Maybe?
I think they're good. I think they'll be fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't need to be petty. It's gonna end petty anyway.
Sometimes inaction is the greatest form of pettiness.
That's fair. All right. So what ends up happening now? So elevator slowly starts to fade. The magic that is perfect and Durashi, or I guess perfect Durashi, works out even better. Are cascading down at the same time. As this is happening, Arthur, you are getting bounced around, and you get low enough that you are now covered in this grease. You haven't taken any damage. You are just flying so quickly that you see the edge, and you now see the oval ending that has the bone spike-like objects that's there. You will have time for a single action before you hit. What do you do?
Does this include a reaction as well?
I would say an action. I'll give you an action or reaction. I'll give you one or the other, but not both.
Okay, because the intention that I want to do is Featherfall.
Okay.
Already on the ground.
Yes, that is the problem. So the action would be to launch myself into the air so I could Featherfall.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you wanna jump reaction. Okay. I would allow that only because like I would say you are yeeting yourself up. I see what you're trying to do now. So and then right before you land, you're feather falling. Is that kind of what
Correct.
you're trying to do? Okay. So yeah, I would say I think is fine. But you're gonna be landing like you're gonna be doing the thing that and this is an important thing to note. You're gonna have time to do this. You are not going to have time to get out of the way of the cow.
Of course.
Okay, I just want to make that very clear. Okay, so you kind of stop yourself and you do the Mission Impossible bear, 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 and you stop right in front of the spike. And as that's happening, oh no, Tamsin. Oh no. Tuan, you are now just absolutely just in utter commotion. Sliding down, you now see the same spot, and you see an Arthur Dent that's just paused right over these spikes. So what do? You have time for an action or a reaction, or there's a little middle ground for an action reaction combo if it makes sense. What are you doing, Tuan?
Moo.
Is this ground solid?
When you say
Do I think
solid,
I can fit web at this ground?
it's covered in grease. I don't know if the webs would. I don't. How would that work? Hang on. Oof. One sec. Let me double check the web. You're talking about the web spell.
No, I'm talking about if I were to
Swap
change
into a
into a
spider.
spider.
Oh. Huh. Well, it would. Do you have to use your action? Do you have to use your action to end and then and then a bonus action to shape back, or is that can you shape from one animal to another?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on. I
You
need to look
can
at-
shape from one animal to another. It would
Okay,
take a bonus action and an action to do this, though.
That's what I was worried about. So you probably have time to do one, not the other. So, is the only catch here because it's an action or reaction or a combination of both.
I think you just take it on the cow face and then call it a day.
I also love how this was supposed to be like a trap and a little bit of like a.
Yep.
I get angry. I rage.
You
I'm a mad
rage?
cow.
Did you say you
Mad
got
cow
mad
disease.
cow? Did you say mad cow? Oh, for the love of bamboo! Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!
Perfect.
Oh no! All right. Yep. So, So basically, Arthur, what you hear is you do this like perfect like line right up to the spike. Whoo, that was close. And you just hear, moo, mother. No, it's not exactly like that, but you just hear an angry cow just whoom right in behind you. So here's what I need. I
no.
need. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
How
Arthur-
now, brown cow?
Brown cow. I need you to do me a favor. A couple of things here. Number one,
Uh-huh.
Arthur, I need you to make me a dexterity check at disadvantage. This is not to make sure you are not mowed over by the cow.
Gotcha. Okay. So, well, we'll see what that's all about. Did it not roll?
I never thought I was going to do this, but I have to look at a particular stat block I never thought I'd use today.
Is it
All right.
cow?
Oh,
It is. So, I need
It's
you
a
to do
10.
me 10 total.
yeah, you said dex check, right?
Oh, okay, perfect. I need you to roll me a 2 hit, with advantage since you are raging. Tuan.
Is this cow reckless?
Does
There's
Wait.
nothing about this plan that's not
uh,
reckless.
wait, is this it, since I'm moving in a certain direction? If are you making me gore someone?
This is a gore.
Okay. Sorry, Al.
No, you're Al.
And
I'm
that you
Arthur.
and I will specify if this makes sense. You are charging more. You are moving more than at least 20 feet.
Yeah. You said just a normal roll.
Advantage.
If you well, I guess
Vehicle
I'm not going to control this if you choose to reckless, depending on how you end this. So technically, you don't by default have advantage. I will let you make that call.
Can I even reckless? Hold on. Reckless at level 1?
It's a level 2 feature, I believe.
Then never mind. Regular
Yeah,
roll, then, my
reckless.
friend.
Who needs why would you reckless as a barbarian?
Mm-hmm. What you got, buddy?
Hold on. Let me get the roll.
Basically, you've just given him situational advantage to counter his being prone.
Correct.
So straight roll.
Okay.
Plus
Does
whatever rage damage is.
does a 13 hit Arthur?
I'm not gonna bend luck on that one. It will not.
Okay. And what was your total damage, 21?
Hold on 1 second. I gotta, because I think that's strength based. So, that would be 9 piercing.
Okay. Did you add the extra 2d6 as well?
There's another 2d6.
Because you are
Yeah.
charging. So just add 2d6 to that, and you are good to go. Oh, the music keeps pausing. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why that's doing that. So I did have
So,
it playing. It just stopped.
18.
18 total. Okay. So good news, Arthur. You just casually roll yourself to the left, just enough that you do not cushion the impact from Tuan.
Well, that's good.
So instead of you taking this damage, Tuan takes the damage. As Tuan, you yeet into the spikes, and you take a total of 18 damage. However, it's piercing damage, so you take half as you impale yourself effectively. But yeah, but as this is happening, and you stand up, Arthur. At this point, the elevator descends, and and our heroes or our wonderful dancing duo lands on the ground as well. So everybody has officially made it to the bottom of the mining shaft here.
Perfect releases Durashi and does a little flourishing bow. Then looks up and looks around to see who all saw that, and is very disappointed to find out that everybody is like crashing into things and exploding and all that. So.
Okay.
The
Arthur like
cow
wobbles to
told
his
his
feet
story.
and is like tottering about, trying to regain his balance.
That's fair. I need to bring something over here as well. Just making a small adjustment. That's very fair.
Sad cow.
Sad cow.
How now, sad cow?
Did that go on the same level? Oh, it did. Oh, I'm so happy. This is nice. There we go. Boop-a-doo-boo. Boop-a-doo-boo-boo. Doo-ba-doo-boo. Okay. Make sure that we are
Oh,
all
it's taken us
there.
almost an hour to get down 120 feet.
Yep.
No, it's our
It's
group,
not
man.
the destination, it's the journey.
What do I see?
Okay. So as you all are finally getting to the bottom, since Arthur, you're the first one to arrive. It's arguable because technically you were right. Cal was right behind it. Tuan was right there as well. Arthur, you notice at the entrance here because there's an actual there's a entrance way into what looks like that maze structure that Tamsin's familiar mentioned. Something that wasn't noticed before. There's a hand. I don't know if y'all get. Can y'all see?
There?
Can y'all see the
Yeah.
hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the hand isn't hanging. It's so think cousin it, where it's like walking on its fingers,
Thing.
and it's like thing, not cousin it. I'm sorry, thing.
Yeah.
Yes, so it looks like thing, and it's just kind of staring in your direction as a hand can.
Someone paint
Like-
little eyes on it.
I'd say it's
It-
got googly eyes.
Is the palm out?
The palm, well, it's like standing up, so the it's kind of like I guess you can't see, sorry, but it's standing on its fingers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like looking in your direction, and as you notice this, Tuan, you notice this as well. Perfect, Durashi, and of course Tamsin and Traum. You all see just at the entranceway, there's just a hand just standing there looking at all of you.
I look up at everyone and shout, "Does anyone need a hand?"
No, but it seems someone lent us one.
That you
I'm
know.
going to cast Mage Hand and have it mimic what the hand is doing. I have a hand.
I get up.
Mm-hmm.
I angrily look at Arthur for making the pun that I should have made. And I charge to gore the hand. I'm a mad cow.
Are you still a cow?
I only took 9 points of damage. I have 15.
Holy snap.
Well, you're still a cow.
I'm a raging cow still.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna no. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna attack it with like a 1-point angry cow lick. Can I do an angry cow lick? Is that possible?
it's gonna count as a gore, but
Sure, let's do it.
It's Tamsin, Traum, Durashi, perfect. Any other reactions before the cow attacks the hand?
I think I'm just going to watch in fascination.
A look
And
of
Continue.
utter horror. And I will step out of the way.
I'm trying to think if I'm gonna try and beat him to the hand.
Has the elevator hit the bottom yet?
Yeah, no, everybody's at the
Okay,
bottom.
okay.
Everybody, sorry, to clarify, everybody is at the bottom as the charge is starting to happen. Everybody is at the bottom. Sorry, Trauma, did not make that clear.
I was to say, I feel like I've been on this elevator for like an hour.
Yeah.
No, I'll let him have it.
Okay.
I don't care enough about the hand.
Okay. Give me a gore lick attack. And the music has paused again. I don't know
Is
what
the
the boom is.
hand blue?
To you, it is. It's doing the same vibrant blue effect. So it is not blue to anybody else.
To hit.
That'll hit a hand.
10 piercing.
Okay.
12 piercing.
If anybody here is familiar with familiars, it poofs the same way that a familiar does.
Let me see. More angry.
Hmm. Someone has an odd taste in familiars.
It is important to note that a large creature cannot fit through the exit.
At this point, I remember that Delightful exists, and she joins us.
That's fair. It is also important to note, though, that through this entryway, you all specifically note that it is brightly lit, but it's all blue light.
I might not be able to fit through it, but I will attempt to rage through it.
You're gonna get stuck.
I hope that Lord Moreland likes blue.
There's a thing for this.
Is there really?
Yep. Let me. I had just a moment. I need everybody to give me a DC. Oh, sorry. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw as the shaft starts to collapse.
What?
Oh, no.
He did it.
Arthur!
I'm learning so much about this portal.
Okay. If you got less than a 15, Brucey, no, you're gonna shut the computer off, buddy. Sorry, that was Panda. My apologies. If you got less than a 15, you are going to be taking 22 points of bludgeoning damage. If you saved, you are taking half. Your
fuckers, do not stop hitting me with all this AoE.
Yeah, by far taken more damage from ourselves than anything else so far. Easy.
22 if you fail, 11
So-
if you pass.
Is it okay?
Can we just like?
I
get
am
on
no
with it,
longer a large
guys?
creature because of that damage, if that matters.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm no longer a large creature because of that damage, if that happens.
It does, because now you're no longer a large creature. Everybody is in the party is not suffocating, which is what would be happening if you were. So that's good. That's a very good thing. Let's go ahead and boop-a-doo-boo, boop-a-doo-boo.
Holy crap. Instant
Yep.
suffocation?
Well, because there is no physical room for a large creature, and if the whatever is causing it happens, it's not a good time. It's because it does not expand. So it's not a good time. So that's good. It's good. So the good news is, well, first of all, is anybody unconscious?
No.
No, but does anybody feel like just sitting down here for an hour? Good idea.
We don't have a time limit. We could just go and sleep.
You do not know how to escape because your escape has been collapsed in. So the way that you came in is no longer a way that you can leave. You basically you are pushed into the next area, and your exit has been basically caved in. So you are not sure how to escape.
Sweet.
Do we still want to try and take a short rest?
Yes, please. Maybe.
There
We
is
have the time. It would
there
be
is
great.
there is an important thing to note though. Durashi, in the midst of this chaos, as you all kind of figure out what in the world is going on and kind of brushing the dust off, so to say, you find something stuck to your chest that apparently that I guess got stuck on the way down as you were belly sliding down. It looks like a crumpled up piece of paper.
I peel it off and I hand it to someone else to read. Probably Tamsin.
Tamsin, do you take the greasy crumpled piece of paper?
Yes, it's a gift from Durashi. Why wouldn't I?
What do you do?
Can I press to digitate it?
If you want to, there is clearly oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, to help see if I could read it or see if there's words on it?
You can tell that there's writing on it if you want to like kind of carefully like kind of like that, and like where you can fold it out, you can if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Take a look at it.
Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna see which page you get.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh no. I'm not so happy. What is this?
Yep. Hang on. Let me. I'm gonna have to do this. Got to do it this way. Let's see. It has a single sentence written on it, and what you notice is that it is, that it looks like the phrase was written multiple times, but with different verbiage.
Okay.
But the one that's not scratched out says, and so the lion fell in love with the lamb.
Are you... What?
If you know, you know.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you?
So yeah,
Is there
that's
an O Edward on there anywhere? What's going on right now?
you notice there's multiple names that have been scratched out. You cannot tell what the name is yet on this page, but potentially finding more pages will unlock more of the story.
I would have thought that lions would love lamb.
Can I burn the page?
If you want to, you sure can.
Okay.
But I tell you what we're gonna do, everybody. As much as it makes me a sad panda, and I realize that we have more to go. This is actually a really good time. Before we jump into the next section, this is probably a really solid time for us to pause, because we are just about at time. So what we will do is, if everybody is good to take a short rest, let's plan to pick up next time with a short rest, and then we will continue the module from there. How does that sound, everybody?
Sounds great.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
It
good.
sounds good. Just so people know, if we complete the short rest, you will get 10 additional temporary hit points from me.
Excellent.
Excellent.
If
Should
you
we
want to,
wait until next time to actually roll hit dice
Yeah,
and such,
see
or
if
should
we-
we?
probably a good idea.
I think so.
Okay.
So with that being said, I want to take a moment first and foremost to thank the one and only and the amazing group of professionals that were playing today. Faeryanna, Fatewalker, Feldoth, Humble, Thrun2GG, and VityaTheGnome. My wonderful mod squad, if we can get a shout out to Fatewalker and VityaTheGnome, please, two absolute professionals. And thank you everybody that decided to come and hang out with us today as well. I hope y'all had a wonderful time. This has been Panda Plays D&D. This is I'm very excited to see where this goes. The plan is we will be picking up next Saturday with a continuation of this module. We're going to figure out what in the world happened now that the mad cow disease has ended. The questions that we have to know is, will there be fat loot? Will Traum find another blanket? Is there more chaos? It absolutely is. And will there be more dance lessons? We will find out next time.